everybody. Welcome to Saving Throw Show on Twitch TV. Thank you for joining us. I am your game master, Tyler Rhoades. Woo! Sorry, I'm cheering for myself. Shut up, Tyler. And tonight we're going to be playing some 5th edition Shadowrun. If we're lucky. More likely what we're going to be doing tonight is we are going to be building characters for these 3 lovely people here. Before we get started with that, I'm going to shoot this fly away from our pizza. A couple of announcements I got to make. On November 4th, we are going to be doing a 24-hour stream for Extra Life. And Extra Life is, the charity is the Children's Miracle Network. Do I have that correct? Yep. They are a very, very good charity. I've looked them up. They give money to the children's hospitals, and you can select your, when you're contributing, you can the participants can select the hospital that they want the rewards to go to. They're just a good all-around people, and sick kids, man, it doesn't get any more noble than that. So anyway, we are going to be streaming starting at 7 o'clock p.m. We're doing Black Bag, some of you are familiar with, and Miss Makayla is going to be joining the team.
Yay! I'll be here. For
that 7 o'clock stream, so make sure you tune in there. Tomorrow night, as I'm sure most of you know, we have our brand new stream, Misadventures. They have hacked a Harry Potter magic into the Pathfinder system.
So much fun.
And it's so cool. It's really impressive. They put a hell of a lot of work into it, and it's really entertaining. So give that a look-see tomorrow night. So let's go around the table. I'll start with myself, because I'm the most important one here. I am Tyler Rhoades, and I'm going to be the game master for tonight. We will continue on to our left here. Sir, who are you, and how do we know you?
My name is Nick. I'm also known as Sungrowler in the chat, and I oftentimes am back where Mr. Dom Zook is, running the cameras. And if you tuned in yesterday, you saw me as Lagnar the Barbarian, who got his rump handed to him in Monday Night Dungeon Fight. But I will also be here for the 24-hour stream, as mentioned, and I will be having the honor of setting up a Deadlands Savage Worlds edition, which is Cowboys and Horror. It's a great setting. If you've never checked it out, please do. And please join us for our 24-hour charity stream.
Woo! Yeah, so you're actually going to be GMing then?
I am GMing that, and then I get to play in Mason's Serving Superheroes.
Okay, very cool.
Good times.
And who are you, young lady?
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Makayla. I am new to this group. I'm friends with Dom and associates.
Dom and Ben Dunn.
And Ben Dunn.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
More Ben than Dom.
That's true.
Dom's okay. He's fine.
I've known Ben for a
Dom's about a 6, Ben's an 8. Right, on the friendship scale?
Well.
Come on, it's important that we rank everyone so that they know what their value as a human being is.
I can just see Dom at right now. So
yeah. I don't want to make this awkward for you, but I mean,
not at all.
What do you think?
But tell us how much you do.
Like, how much do you value Dom's friendship? Really? I mean, you could probably lose it, right?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm joking. Everyone loves Dom.
Look at his sad face.
Is that sad?
He is so sad.
I don't know. It looks terrified. It looks weird.
Oh, he's gonna don't.
It's fine. It's fine. It's the pizza.
Yeah.
Got in my nose.
You got garlic in your eye.
Garlic gets in your eyes. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today, Makayla.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And who are you?
Oh, hello. My name is Kelsey. You may have seen me on another Saving Throw show. I'm also Tenali Boone on the Saturday Dark Sun game. And super exciting, we're having our season finale this Saturday.
Wow.
So you should tune in for that. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be Halloween style. That's right, we're dressing up for our season finale.
Wow.
It's going to be amazing, you guys.
Gotta get those ratings.
I'm super excited.
Keep chasing them ratings.
I'm super excited.
Do you have your costume picked out?
I do, and I'm going to spend a bunch of stuff. I'm going to spend a bunch of time drawing things on my face. So just tune in to see that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
Yeah, face drawing. That's enough to get you to tune in.
Wow.
And that's what, Saturday at noon, right?
Noon, yeah, at noon 30.
Noon
Saturday
30.
at noon 30. Tune in for the Halloween style Dark Sun finale. But other than that, I mean, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a long time. I'm getting played some Phoenix Dawn with Sean. That was pretty fun. Yeah, now I'm up to date on Dark Sun, and now I'm jumping into Shadowrun. So I'm getting all the nerdy bases, all the boxes checked.
Yes.
Pretty excited.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you've hit all the big ones now. You're developing that nerd cred.
Right.
I've let these two know, but just so you are, I'm brand new to
fun.
this world.
Zero nerd cred in
I
Makayla.
have a
Just
Just
for
not-
Shadowrun.
I'm also new to Shadowrun, so we will be
No.
learning together.
RPGs.
Oh, in general? Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's going to be super fun.
Have patience.
I am super excited that you have never played because that is going to be
It's so wonderful to
fun.
have.
I've
New
played
players
Yeah.
are always
I've
really,
played-
really cool.
Yes.
once, and it was here,
Nice.
and it was Star Wars, and it was amazing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Star Wars is fun. Star Wars is I wouldn't call it necessarily rules light, but there's a lot of room for interpretation in Star Wars.
was. It
You
was
know,
great.
yeah. You roll the dice, and David's like, let me see, what does that mean?
That's what's kind of fun about Dark Sun too. It's
Yeah.
the same. Is it the same?
It's a what is it? Dungeon? No, a Dungeon World.
Dungeon World.
is
Oh
what
yeah,
he-
so dungeon
system
with the
he
Dungeon
uses.
World
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
That's what we're doing with our Dark Sun game. So yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
I like that about it.
Yeah, it's super open to interpretation. It's just like, if there's not a rule, it's just like, well, we'll make a ruling on
Yeah.
this. Shadowrun is the exact opposite of that.
All
Shadowrun-
rules.
Crunch.
all
no,
rules.
No,
Are there
crunch.
so many rules?
Where's the book? Oh yeah, Nick, if you could hold up the book. That's
Is that all?
That
is
what's it say at
that
the
is
bottom?
a brick.
Pull out a
Core.
Pull out a,
Core.
this,
rulebook.
this is just the
Player's
core
handbook.
rule
That's
book.
all.
Oh yeah.
That's just the basics.
Right,
If you need
yeah.
just the basics.
Here's a 5th edition. It's about a double 5th edition D&D.
There you go.
It's that and the Dungeon Master's Guide all
That's not
rolled
bad
into
at
one.
all. That's easy. We'll all have that memorized by the end of the night. I
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no problem.
No problem. We're gonna do great.
In fact, after this show, we're gonna have a ritual burning of all the rule books
Because we
need
want
them
you
all.
to
Yeah,
know
that's
more.
true.
It's going to be great.
It's gonna be anarchy.
Yeah.
Burning books is amazing. Okay, yeah. So I made it my mission when I started reading Shadowrun and started looking at it. I wanted to try to stick as close to the rules as possible, and I told the good people at Shadowrun Reddit, hey, I'm gonna try to do this, and I was laughed out of that place. I was banned. They doxed me. No, I'm just kidding. I asked them, does anybody play by the rules? And apparently nobody does. Nobody follows the letter of the rule. There's another popular stream out there who
There
plays
is
Shadowrun.
one group that plays entirely by the rules. They're still on their first turn. It's been going for 3 years. They're looking at finishing up by the end of 2016.
Yeah, there's so much minutia. There's like a big section about just treading water.
Oh.
If your character manages to fall into water, there's like 3 paragraphs on how you tread water. That's how into the weeds these guys got. It's insane. So I would like to try to stick as close as possible to the rules, but I know that is just a fool's errand.
Why would you look just directly at me and say that?
Follow the rules when we.
You watch.
I have been focusing on you this entire time. That's so strange. Kelsey, it's your turn now. All right.
Tell me about it. What are we doing, Tyler?
I don't know.
Maybe following the rules, haven't you been paying attention?
Oh, sorry.
I felt like I had to. I felt
I'll
like I
be
had
better.
to warn you. It's like, Makayla, this is not going to be fun.
No.
Leave your fun at the
I know
the
it's
entry.
called a game,
Yeah.
but
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, it's a game with very specific rules, and we will adhere to these rules, or you will be
This
sent
will
home.
not be over soon. You will not enjoy it.
Oh my god.
No, I believe there's actually a no.
She's
Don't
just
be
like,
afraid. We're
see
gonna be
myself
fine.
out.
Don't say don't be afraid.
No. Well, do be afraid then. Wait, do you want to be afraid?
No, but that
Okay.
makes me
That makes.
slightly nervous. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We're gonna be fine because the one rule that is also very important here is called the rule of cool. And to follow the rule of cool, that means sometimes you just have to make shit up. And hopefully I will be able to do that. And speaking of making shit up, let's make up some characters. Now, who has these? I see, Makayla, you have one, and
I do not
did you
have
print
it.
one of these out? Okay,
No.
I will give this to you.
Thank you.
I do not have one yet.
And Nick,
Thank you.
Nicholas, Nick.
Everyone look over here real quick. Don't tell chat, though.
Did that look natural?
Yeah.
Cool.
Everything looked really
I need
natural.
Wait, no.
Damn it,
that
Dom.
turned out okay.
Oh.
It's totally candid.
Yeah, totally can.
So let me.
Wait a minute. Get my good side.
Nailed it.
It's so pretty.
So I have spoken to, or at least Nick has spoken to me about what he wants to do as far as playing a character. Nick, why don't you talk about the character that you've decided to play?
I actually have,
As much as you have about him.
I have some ideas because I want to make sure that everyone works together as a team. I definitely want to play a metahuman of the goblin type, so either an orc or a troll. And then from there, I'm a little more open. I'm leaning towards either a street samurai or going and being a shaman, because I think those will be fun and interesting. And honestly, I don't think you see a lot of orc shaman, so it might be kind of cool. Might be kind of cool to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. What's the guy, the World of Warcraft guy? Thrall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Thrall's an orc shaman.
Oh yeah.
So, but that, he's
That's
the only
it.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
That's not original. Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
God, yeah, get out of
Everything's
here,
ruined.
Nick. We strive for originality here. Original content. Send us your original content. And I spoke to you, and I'll give you a little bit more time. Kelsey, oh no, it's starting already. Makayla, you both have K's in your
I'm
name.
gonna sabotage the game.
We have to make characters quick so we can start referring to as my character name.
Kelsey.
Yeah?
Kelsey, my dear.
That's me.
Have you given any thoughts to what type of a character?
So okay, so I read through like what some of the classes and things like that are, and I don't have like a specific like race or anything that I feel super attached to.
Okay.
And maybe I'm completely misinterpreting what this class would be, so just yell at me if I'm wrong, but don't really yell at me because then I'll start crying and you'll feel bad.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking,
The tears mean you care.
right, so much. That the rigor sounded kind of fun.
Riggers are fun.
Because I was thinking, and maybe this could just be something that how I play it, but in my brain, I kind of am envisioning being almost like a cyberpunk druid with like the batteries not included druid.
Oh yes.
All right.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you for making that reference.
I'm like, I was like, can I be that? Is that a thing I can do?
Only if you can.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, you have just seen the rule of cool be demonstrated.
Yes. If you could can you do it, Jessica Tandy? I mean, that would be amazing.
So
Who was that? Hugh Cronin, right? He was the man.
Oh God, yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh, that would be so spectacular. If you
to
just
remember
played
who all was in that game.
an old, cranky old person with a bunch of
Back in my
battery
day,
knockdown
we
Yeah.
had these flies growing and
Right.
fall around the ground. Your kids don't know what you have.
I just really like the idea of having my little batteries not included alien robots flying around. with
Oh,
me.
there's tons of them. There's tons of those. They got the little, the
Yeah.
little R2D2 thing, you know.
And
They're
that
so
makes
cool.
me unreasonably happy. So
Yes. Take one of these and
Unreasonably.
unreasonably.
I would say pass it around, but I'm just going to hand you
thank
one
you.
instead. So yeah, this is the first page of the character sheet. So we're just going to go step by step. You know, I'm just gonna chill. Chat. Hi, chat. How you guys doing? I've been neglecting you. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, or if you want to try to make Kelsey cry, and ask Dom to read your comments aloud. And no, I'm just kidding. Don't make Kelsey cry. Anyway, no. But if you do have anything that you want to say, we're kind of just. I have nothing really planned other than I do have stuff planned. Build character, run through a short scenario. Build character is going to be the one thing, and this might take a while because, as I say, Shadowrun has a brick for a book. So if you got any questions, just holler out, and Dom can throw it up.
These are the quick start character design
The quick start.
sheets, and it goes to 4 pages deep.
Right.
of just the simple stuff.
Yes, that doesn't include all the charts with the gear and the skills and whatnot.
So you're looking just for, your basic, simple character creation. Here you go, here's your 12 pages, here is your brick of a book.
Yes, exactly.
You can't tell, but it's like 6-point font. I mean, this is...
Yep, exactly. Yeah, no, it's Calibri, so you can read it very small. So, Makayla, dear.
Yes?
Hopefully I've given you enough time to look around. Does anything grab you of the character types? Or you could just say, here's what I would like to do within the game. Here's what I would like my character to do. I want to cast spells. I want to sneak around.
Ooh, sneaky.
Fight, punch things in the face all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We had talked about a physical adept
Right.
of some kinds. You could be a sneaky physical adept. You could be a ninja. We could build you like a magic ninja.
Can I be a magic ninja?
You could be a magic ninja.
Magic ninja. I
think
want
that
to
would
be
be-
a magic ninja.
Oh, that makes me so happy. That
Always
yes.
be yourself, unless you can be a magic ninja.
Right,
That
then
would
be
be
a magic
perfect.
ninja.
Then be a magic ninja.
So okay, that's okay. Cool. So we have a troll / orc, possibly shaman, possibly street samurai.
Wait, is this going to be helpful though to the team, or is it just fun?
Yes. No, absolutely, it'll be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, you all have a very good role to fill here. I was told by Reddit to not allow anybody to play. Yeah.
I love that
Reddit
guy.
says
That guy read it.
that I was not allowed to have any of my.
You're not allowed to
Good day, good sir, milady. I was not allowed to have anybody play a decker, and a decker is the hacker character. And they said that best way to do that for a new group, and especially for a new GM, which I am, is to just have the GM have a decker character, so that way you can kind of control the information, and plus they do a lot of stuff sort of on their own. So it's not really doesn't really build that fun group chemistry.
Yeah, they're kind of like
Gotcha.
a built-in split the party where you have to run the Decker adventure and we all sit here and wait while they
Yes.
cyberspace stuff.
And the black ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we come back to the real room. The Decker just sits here and goes, okay,
So yeah, okay. We got a ninja, a rigger, and a street samurai or shaman, or possibly both.
Have you
That would be
talked
crazy.
to Jesse at all and have any idea what he is interested in?
Have not talked to Jesse at all, but he will just fill in wherever he's needed.
Okay. Well, I just don't
just
want
do-
him to get stuck with something if, like, oh God, I hate mages. Don't make me play a mage. And then we're like, hey, we could really use some magic support, bro.
Well, he shouldn't have broke his shoulder then. I mean,
Oh.
that's his own damn
yeah.
fault.
That's not
Serve
He
you
does.
right.
He does. He dresses up in armor and goes out into fields and beats other people with
is he
sticks.
SCA?
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh,
I knew
awesome.
you would know what that
Okay.
is. SCA stands for
The Society,
Stanford.
yes, the Stanford
Collegiate
Computer
Academy.
Association.
No.
So it's really weird they beat each other with sticks because you think they'd be programming, but no, apparently it works.
No.
Actually, it's the Society for Creative Anachronism. It's a really cool organization. Think like the Ren Fair, but actually fun,
Yeah.
and not just trying to suck all the money out of your wallet. And you're getting close. But it's a private group of individuals, and they keep things like traditional arts and crafts alive. I love going there. I'm not a fighter myself, but I've learned things like blacksmithing, on how to prepare ancient foods, textile work. Working with clay, ancient dances, all sorts of really, really interesting stuff. There's chapters all over the country. I don't get paid by them, but I highly recommend if you're interested in any of this stuff at all, look them up. You will not regret it.
That's cool.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, he's got like a full suit of armor, and it's not that they don't go out with like the little Nerf things and bat each other around. They
Yeah.
have like real wooden sticks and spears,
Yeah.
and
Giant
it's
rattan sticks. and
terrifying.
spears.
So yeah, he busted up his shoulder real good, and he had to
Oh,
go
no.
have surgery done in Utah because he couldn't get it done here.
from
I
actual
think I
battle
know where it
rather
probably
than.
was then.
Yeah.
Yes, he was
it
actually
like,
battling
was it
somebody.
Like a week ago?
It was actually like 2 months ago or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was like a what do they call like a 4th degree shoulder separation or something? It's the one where the bones actually stick.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad.
No, it was fine.
He'll be.
He was
The
like,
pizza, we don't know.
Dirt on it, get back back in.
Yeah, he wanted to get it
Sounds like
operated
you should
on.
be here if I'm telling the truth.
They were like,
You only need one hand to roll dice.
Right, come on.
yeah, I know. He will show up in a sling. I think he is still in a sling.
The bone is still out. So
Yeah, it's true.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
So, the first thing we need to do is we need to decide on what race you would like to be. That's going to be the easiest thing to do, and that'll help sort of inform. We have A through E. A through E are the priorities that you have for your character. Once you know your race, you will know if you need to put your race and whether or not you would like to do magic. And those are all on that priority sheet.
I'm gonna be the most magical ninja.
Yes, magic the ninja. Did you have a preference for race, Makayla? You have human, elf, dwarf, orc, or troll.
I imagine human or elf.
Human would be easiest. That way,
easiest.
yeah. Or I mean, you could also be an elf too. Those two are the easiest because you can
You
put
can
them.
drop them all the way down to your priority for this, which means you can save your good stuff for things like how much magic you have, how many points you have for your skills.
Oh, I see.
Exactly.
I see. Yeah.
Attributes.
Yeah, for the people at home, the very first decision that you have to make for character creation, it's a grid.
Do you want to put this under there?
Yeah, if you could put it on the dice cam, just so they can have a look at it. It's a grid that has
this
priorities, and you have to choose between metatype, attributes, magic, skills, and resources, which is money, basically. And you have to say which is most important to your character. If you're a rigger, for example, you might want to put a lot of money into resources because you want to have a bevy of little drones running around. If you want to play a troll, as Nick does, you will have to put a higher priority in your metatype because trolls and orcs are less common. But they're a little bit more powerful, physically daunting than humans are. Like humans are just your basic race. So.
Bunch of skills or a bunch of attributes on there. And if you're human, like you can just drop this to the lowest.
So we're picking one of these that goes all the way
Yeah,
across?
just say it out loud. Say it loud, say it proud. That's what we're here for.
I didn't want to talk over you.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I didn't want to confuse
I
the
wasn't
stream or
saying anything
so-
interesting.
Well,
They're not listening to me.
you're the
Here.
game master. Everything you say is
They're here for
interesting.
you.
Everything is fascinating. Wow.
Speak more words, Tyler. It's hot in
what-
here. Am I crazy?
No, it
What?
is warm in here.
Okay, cool. Because
Yes.
it could just be
'Cause
like
I
the
am
heat.
turning
I feel great.
darker than my shirt.
I know you guys look like you're completely unaffected. I'm sitting here sweating buckets.
I think it's like what, like a 3-degree difference for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure.
anyway. Yeah.
In any case, chat. What I was
gender
mentioning
thing,
is
yeah.
I don't want to start.
from the way that the grid works, if you decide to be baseline human, it's great because you can assign your lowest rank on this resource chart to be human, which frees up all of the better ranks above that to give you more skills, to give you more attribute points, to get more magic power or anything that uses those special abilities. So one question that I had on the clarification is on that list, there doesn't seem to be any adept information for rank A. And that led me to believe that B is the highest rank you can be if you're going to be a physical adept.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, B is the highest you can go for adept, and I think that's probably what you would want to do, just because it allows you to pick more adept skills,
Right.
Which are in the book and probably not on here, are they? Nope. Okay. So yeah, you could think of it as like if you have like a dump stat in D&D, like if you're playing a barbarian, you don't need like a high charisma, so you just dump that there. So if you're playing a human, you don't need to necessarily put a lot of priority into your meta type.
Okay.
So just go ahead and when you decide which one you want to do, just circle the priority, and you get one each for A, B, C, D, and E, obviously. And I'm going to do it along with you guys because I'm going to make your Decker.
Ooh.
Can you name him John Decker?
I want Chat to name him. Oh, that's the other thing, Chat. By the way,
Can you be Decker Kane?
no, absolutely not, Nick. How dare you?
Welcome.
Chat!
Welcome. go in the Matrix. Let's see. So yeah, and chat. This is one more thing. We're not going to do a whole lot of donations today because I don't know how far we're going to get into gameplay. But we will do this. It'll be a $5 donation. I don't know if this is set up or not. Well, you're shaking your head, Dom. Is this going to be a problem?
There's no donation set up.
There's no donation set up?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Say your little thing.
All right. Here's what I had in mind. I have 5 NPCs that are going to appear in the pre-adventure adventure. I would like names for those characters. Now you can name them anything, and I mean anything. It can be really terrible, or it can just be your Twitch handle, or you're feeling spunky, you want to use your real name. It doesn't matter. That's just going to be a $5 donation, and they are going to be involved in a combat at some point during the session. So, spoiler alert, you may be fighting somebody later today. If we can get through this goddamn thing. How much time do we have left?
Sorry.
All right.
Keep going.
No, it's my fault. It's my fault. Everything is my fault.
All right.
I'm the game master.
I'll go with that.
All right, so when we're choosing this, are we choosing A is like everything across that, or we
One of each. So you get one of these is A, one of these is B, and one of these is C. So like you can be E, I will use as meta type, so I would circle that. And then if you're an adept or a magician, you would choose B as your priority for magic or resonance, because I'm going to need that for my character. Does that make sense? Does it make sense at all?
I think so.
Okay.
So out of each column, I can pick something from a different row.
Exactly. As soon as you use a row, you can no longer pick that row.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that we
so
don't all
I'm
go,
u-
I'll
so-
take that for A, and that for A, and that for A, and
Gotcha.
that for A.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
That
okay.
would be amazing.
Got it.
But
Okay.
a little too
Thank you.
powerful.
That's the equivalent of rolling up to the D&D game and going, no, I rolled all these 18s naturally.
Right?
I just
Yeah.
got really lucky at
That's
home,
what
guys.
happens when you roll for stats.
That's the Tom
I just
Lummel
get
right
18
there.
everything.
So I kind of have this idea, but I don't want to share it with the party, and I want to know what you think if I go that route. Like, so one character type wouldn't do this, but the other one would.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinions one way or the other?
Do they have? Is that one of the
It is.
qualities? Oh, it
I
is.
saw it last
Okay.
night when I was looking through for ideas, and I thought it would be fun to.
Oh god, that's a hilarious one. Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
then that's the direction I'm going to go.
Okay, man.
Because it sounds cool and fun.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
Okay.
And I love it. I wonder if that would. Never mind.
You're going to get to play with that.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a gift.
It's gonna be all right. Yeah, no, cool. It's unusual, but I love it. So yeah, I'm going to be building. What do I want to make this guy? I don't want to be like a boring old elf decker. Everybody is an elf decker.
Boring.
Snoring.
Snorefest. A
Don't
dwarf.
drek-fest for a reason.
A dwarf decker? Yeah, let's be a dwarf decker. Okay.
Wolf Decker.
So I'm dwarf decker. Welcome, my friend.
I do apologize, Chad. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's how my brain works, and if I have to live with it, so do you.
Right.
What are you going to do?
We can do this because I don't need any magic. So yes, you will not need any magic, right, Kelsey?
I don't think so.
So yeah, you can use your E priority for magic or resonance, just because you won't. There's no reason to have anything higher than that.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
And
use.
one piece of advice that I would also have as a I've in full disclosure, I've played 2nd edition, and I've read through the rules of 5th edition of Shadowrun, but it's been a really, really long time, and this is really, really more complicated. But please correct me if I'm wrong. You might want to consider assigning your A to money, because as a rigger, you're
I
going
will
to need
need
to buy all
supplies
of
and-
your things.
Okay.
So
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah, you don't have to, but it's just something to keep in the back of your mind that's might not be a bad idea.
So yeah, for resources, then you want to put A.
Give myself that money.
Yeah. And thank you, Live the Game. Live the Game has generously donated to Jesus Christ.
So was that a donation, or did you just want to list the names? I have a shit ton of names now.
Oh,
But he's the only one who actually donated $5.
okay.
I don't know.
Is this the person's name?
That's the full name.
That's the full name. Okay.
That's one.
Thank you, Live the Game. I'm going to say that entire thing, and since you're first, you get the most powerful one.
Ooh.
So there you go. But yeah, keep a couple of the, just in case we need some at the end.
Okay.
Save a couple of the good ones. Oh, good Lord. All right. Let me write this all out. I'm going to write out the whole thing. I knew you were going to do this to me.
You opened that door.
I know. I asked for it.
Man, I don't even know how much stuff costs. Like, I don't know how important money is going to be.
For a street samurai, not too bad. I mean, unless
No,
you
I
want
won't
to-
be playing the street samurai. I'll
You're
be
going to be a
playing
samurai?
the shaman. No, I'll be the shaman.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it won't be too bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know
you're
there's
gonna
like
need to buy, like,
cost of setting up a lab.
Yeah,
and
like
all that
the
sort of
folk
funky
guy.
stuff.
It's not super important. I think
Okay.
for a shaman to have a tremendous amount of money. Stephen.
Now, one other thing that I want to cover, because I believe it's a little confusing
Okay.
from the rules, and this is what I think. So again, please correct me if I'm wrong. You'll notice that on all of the meta types, there is there's a number in parentheses next to them for most of them. Again, I will show that to chat if they're looking at it. The number in parentheses is a special value that you get for either resonance or edge or magic. It's like extra character points, but they can only be spent in the weird column.
Yes, it is. It is for edge, I believe.
So it's one of the reasons why you might consider going with a higher. As you can see again, there are multiple levels that have multiple different meta types. There's a reason why you might want to consider a higher level than the baseline of what you have, because then you get these extra points to spend in edge, which I think all around makes you better.
Yes, you
It's
can.
like bonus dice or something.
Yeah, edge is a bit like inspiration in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, where you can
okay.
can spend it to do special, extraordinary things. Like, I want to increase my limit here so I can do more damage, and so you burn edge. There's different things you can do. It's listed on one of these sheets here. Options that you have for burning edge. So, Makayla, how's it going over there?
I probably need more of a walkthrough through this.
That's fine.
Can you explain what the, I guess, second column would be? The 24, 20, 16, 14,
Yes.
12?
Yes. So yeah, we'll go over. Let's go over each one of the columns,
All right.
just so you know what you're actually purchasing here. Meta type, I think we've gone over a couple of times now. That's just the race of your character. If you're going to be a human, you can have kind of a lower meta type. You can also Nick was just talking about the edge thing, which is just an additional thing that your character adds on. AT stands for attributes.
Okay.
That is, if you look at your character sheet, it is the body, agility, reaction, strength, willpower. It's all those. It's your character's smarts and physical prowess.
Okay.
Magic or resonance. This is gonna be important for you, Makayla, since you'll be playing a physical adept. That is your ability. You purchase skills, I guess. You have adept skills that you can purchase, and you start out with a whatchamacallit. It is called the magic ability, or no, your magic not ability. It's attribute. So when it says something like magic 6, that means you start off with 6 in your magic attribute.
Okay.
You see, that's on your character, or no, over there, yeah. Whereas if you put priority C in magic, you only get magic 4. If you put priority D, you get magic 2, and so on and so forth. Skills and groups, that is, instead of your attributes, which is your physical makeup, these are the things that you know. So your ability to shoot firearms, your ability to hack computers, your ability to sneak around. You could put, the more points you put into that, the more better you are at doing stuff.
All right, so the 46-10 would be 46 points for skills and
Yes.
10 points for groups.
For groups, and groups is one of those weird little rules where I'm good at submachine guns, for example. Or no, it's not even that. It's groups of skills. So those are listed. Hold on.
Is it still like firearms, long rifles, pistols, and then further subdivided into additional specializations?
It's more like so you have hold on. Athletics, for example. If you're really good at athletics, that's a skill group, and that would include all of the athletics skills, which are gymnastics or running or
climbing.
There's sort of broad categories of skills that you can take. As opposed to just taking one of the skill, you would have a level in all of those skills. So that's what a skill group is.
Okay.
We can give you the actual skill groups.
So the number before the slash is your number of skill points, and
yes.
the number after the slash is the number of groups you can take?
Correct.
Hey, Nick. Your mic is...
Did I fall again?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You sound like you're super far away.
I can just talk louder.
Come back.
There it is. I found it. Okay, so there are looks like there's 16 different skill groups. There's, for example, the stealth skill group, which makes you good at disguise, palming, which is hiding something in your hand, and sneaking, which is obviously sneaking around. So, but there's 16 different mini groups, and if you have a high skill ranking, you can pick to specialize in one of those skill groups. And I use the word specialize even though I shouldn't have, because specializations is an entirely different thing. But let's just plow through these first. So
Okay.
Nick, you have yours chosen.
I'm still deciding on what I want for my attributes and skills.
Okay.
Mainly because I'm not sure. This actually leads into a question I have.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use skill points to buy additional magical skills, or am I stuck with the ones I have on the magic item?
Yes, you will use skill points for your magic skills, like counterspell, spell casting. Those are all covered in skills.
Additional skills. Okay.
So yeah, that's probably what you'll use most of your skill points for.
This is really the hardest part of character creation, I think, in this particular game, is figuring out what's going to go where and which thing you're going to get shorted on.
Yeah.
And especially since I haven't built a character in this system in 20 years or something, it's really hard to make that decision. I forget what's important and what skills go where.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah, and there's probably people online who will power build your character for you. They'll say, "Hey, I want to make a physical adept ninja," and you can Google that, and they'll say, "Oh, okay, put an A in magic, put a B in attributes, put your C in skill groups." But we're not going to do that because we're going to plow through this to highlight the wonderful colorfulness of the system, as well as some of the inherent flaws, which people frequently call out in the system. So yeah. Anyway, so Makayla, let's head over to you.
Sure.
So you were going to be playing a physical adept.
Yes.
So you're going to be a human. Was that right? Did I have that right?
Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
make it easy.
Yeah,
for now.
Totally. So let's put let's use your priority table. The E is going to be your meta type. So just circle that box then under E.
Okay.
Circle the first column.
The
So like I have here, right? I chose priority C because I wanted to play a dwarf. So I circled this. So you probably want to circle that down there.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did it.
Okay.
Well, you could actually circle it in the column.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? All right, cool.
Sorry.
Shadowrun! The other important thing for you
Yes.
is you want to be an adept. So
Yes.
that's the one that's an obvious one too. Under magic and resonance, you want to put B. So you want to circle the B box right there.
This whole
Yeah,
guy.
just the whole thing. Or,
All right.
Put an X or just some way to signify that's what you've chosen.
That's me.
You are an adept, so having a lot of money is not necessarily important because
Right.
you'll be killing a lot of people with your sword and with your fists. So that doesn't cost a whole lot.
No.
And plus, you're not going to be. A lot of people, there's like street samurais who can purchase what's called cyberware, and that can get kind of expensive. Weapons aren't necessarily expensive, but stuff like cyberware is. But you're not going to do that because you have cyberware of the mind. So I would say that for your resources, let's make that like. Let's put A in attributes. That's the second column. Because you're going to be a physical specimen,
Yes.
right? So this way, it'll allow you to just be completely badass. And sorry, BSB Care, I got your donation. Thank you, brother. Thanks for watching the stream. And Loopy Bob 02. Okay, got it.
Is that the donor or the name?
No, that is Loopy Bob 02.
Please
We
say
have you, and I have that guy written down, and he's going to be the worst decker imaginable. Just to warn you, but that kind of
Just like
fits.
his namesake.
Just like his namesake. Okay, cool. So yes, so your second will be in attributes, which leaves we have 2 columns left, right?
Skills and groups and resources.
Skills and groups. So 50,000. Do you think that's enough, Nick?
I haven't looked at the price in. I should probably turn my mic
50,000 seems pretty low, doesn't it?
Yeah. I
Well,
was thinking.
If she's not getting any cyberware, that's just weapons and armor and maybe a vehicle.
You could live a Spartan life.
Does that mean that I depend on my swiftness and everything for defense?
Yeah.
So I won't be buying armor.
So you'll be.
No,
able to dodge
trust me.
bullets.
You will still be buying armor.
Well, that's like 50.
Armored coat.
Right, an armored
Yeah.
vest or something.
But that's
like that.
that's affordable. We can actually probably do 50,000 new yen for you.
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right. Yeah. No, totally fine.
All
Don't
right.
worry, I'm not going to kill you.
Oh.
This
Yes.
session. This session.
I want to last a little while.
Okay. I've never been behind the screen before. This is so neat. I didn't have one when I did this before, so it feels so official.
Okay.
I'm a game master for tonight. And that would leave your last one as skills and groups, which you will
Yes.
put. That'll be B, right? No, C. Because B was your magic.
Yes.
So C is the one that's
Oh,
left.
it all makes so much sense now. Okay. Thank
Yes. So Kelsey, you should have no problems now, right?
Oh yeah,
How
I
are
did
you
it.
doing,
I'm
Kelsey?
done. My character is belt, and I'm
Boom.
done.
Don't brag.
All right, Kelsey, what did you go with?
Okay, so I went ahead for A. I did that for skills and groups
Cool.
because I just want to be able to put as many things in that as I can.
All right.
And then for B, I went with the money.
Yeah. All
Uh,
about the money.
for C, I think for some reason I feel really strongly that I want to be a dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna be a dwarf.
Oh, a dwarven rigger. Classic. It is a classic character.
Is that classic?
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Okay,
is.
cool.
They are the best
Classic, or
rigger.
are you making fun of me? I'm not.
It's like
Dwarf
making
rigger,
a,
best rigger.
It's like making a halfling thief.
Perfect.
Yeah, you
Because
did
that's like almost always what I am. D, I went ahead and did my attributes for 14.
Okay, yeah,
And then
yeah.
E is just the magic or resonance, since we said I don't need that.
it. Totally. Okay. Perfect.
So I
Cool.
think I'm good.
So to go ahead and round out our trio here, I
yeah.
went ahead with magic as my A priority, since I intend on being a shaman. I took skills as my B priority, because I figure being really good at that is going to be the best for me. Then I took my C priority as attributes, because having good baseline and everything is always a good idea. My meta line is going to be D. And then my money is going to be a paltry E with 6K.
Oh.
But
You poor thing. Destitute.
we'll see how that works out.
That's good. You guys are all pretty broke. That fits pretty well with what I have in mind for y'all. So
We going to the Stuffer Shack?
yeah, it's all Stuffer Shack, all day, every day. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next so we can start filling this out. Actually, let's go ahead and fill this out right now. You don't have to put your character's name if you can't think of one, but if you do think of a character name, just go ahead and throw them in top there. And then just fill out the rest of that stuff on top. Let's see. Decker. What am I again?
Now, do you
What
want
is Orc Decker?
Do you want just our street
Really
name,
orc.
or do you want our both, or just our real name?
You can either one. You
Okay.
could either just street name or you could do your full name. How names work in Shadowrun? Let me back up real quick before I go into that. This will be a question for Kelsey and Makayla. How much do you guys know about Shadowrun?
What you wrote in.
What I wrote in Slack?
What you wrote in Slack.
Okay. All right.
Same page.
Same.
Right
okay.
there with you.
Had you never heard of it before?
I had heard of it, but I
okay.
had never played. I mean, I knew like this whole cyberpunk thing about it, but
Okay.
that was pretty much.
That it
the
was kind of like a
extent.
futuristic type
Yeah.
guns and
Gunslinging
Yeah.
technology sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay, guns and magic. Cool. And what about you, Makayla? Had you heard of Shadowrun before? Or
Not until
any video
yesterday.
games? Okay, cool. That was your intro. All right, cool. So that's what I put into Slack is the basics of it. You are individuals who are Shadowrunners. Shadowrunners are people who have fallen through the cracks, and they are living as mercenaries, often going from paycheck to paycheck, working for these mega corporations who use them as disposable assets. So you're sort of street scum. But there's a lot of popular mythology around you guys. Each Shadowrunner has a real name, and also they have a street name. They always call each other by their street names. Because that's just the way to keep your anonymity, because shadowrunning is not exactly legal. So what you would need to do for your character name is just come up with a street name for your character, and that's how we're going to refer to you. Something simple and catchy. Jazz, Fresh Prince.
Jazz is super catchy.
Skimmy Pop.
What was my street
Hamburger
name earlier?
Bill.
Hamburger Bill.
Hamburger Bill.
Oh,
Absolutely.
whatever you
was
want.
it
Yeah.
Murder Machine?
Murder Machine
Oh.
is
That's my actual street name now.
this here's Murder Machine.
Yeah.
Murder Factory.
Murder
Oh,
Factory.
Murder
Factory.
Factory, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
Why
would
be a machine when you can be an entire factory?
entire factory of murder.
All these tiny little murder machines.
That's right.
That just produces more murder machines.
Yeah. That's called efficiency.
Look into it, people.
Right? When we created the assembly line, that's what we had in mind.
Yeah, bum, 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 bum.
Oh, God.
So I'll give you some time to think of your
How about
names.
Gidget?
Gidget is amazing.
Yeah.
We have a. I know it's not Gidget. I'm getting my references crossed here, but we do have a woman wearing a habit, wielding a pistol.
This looks like a gun-toting nun.
Yeah, a
It
gun-toting nun.
That's a gun nun.
Gun-toting nun.
That might actually be good for our ninja, wouldn't
That
it?
makes me kind of happy.
Well, I'm gonna do a.
Master of disguise.
I want to do a male, and then the name I came up with was Ket2.
Ket2?
Ket2.
I like
Oh,
it.
Cut2.
No, Ket2.
Ket 2.
How do you spell that? Ketu.
Yeah, Ket2.
Perfect.
I like it.
Ketu. Simple, easy to remember. Your Decker's name is going to be Grabsy.
Grabsy.
Grabsy's the data.
Go grabsy us some data.
I guess that would be under alias, wouldn't it? Yeah, well. Grabsy, that's his name. He is an orc.
Grabsy Grabberson.
And that's all he says. No hard to interpret what he brings back to us.
He's like
Grabsy,
Grinch,
grabsy,
but he's
grabsy.
just like
Grabsy,
grabsy.
I gotta remember, anytime we have,
Now he is.
he's gotta catch them all.
He's got to grabsy them all.
Grabsy.
Grabsy.
That is actually,
It's late. I'm weird.
yeah. Buckle up. That's how it's gonna be.
I'm already weird on Saturday afternoon. This is a Tuesday night.
Oh my God,
Tuesday
it
at
is
9 o'clock.
Tuesday. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday.
After I said that, I was like, isn't it Tuesday?
I hope so. So there is just a little bit more Shadowrun stuff. There is something called the Matrix. The Matrix is it's comparable to the internet, but what they have is you reminded me of this when you said Pokemon, because it has AR, which is augmented reality. So every facet of everything around you is connected to the Matrix somehow. Like I said, from the mega computers down to little toasters, and so each thing that when you're walking on the street, each thing has a little icon that is connected to the Matrix, and all of you are connected to the Matrix, and you get bonuses to your stats. Like if you have a firearm that's connected to the Matrix, it can download stuff, and you can adjust for wind and whatever. Everything's interconnected, and that's how the Matrix. So it's a lot like Pokemon, where you have these little nodes walking around, and Deckers can kind of see them and catch them, whereas you sort of lay people, you're all not really much with the computers. You interact with it, and you're aware
I
of it.
ain't much for damn computers.
Yeah. All right. We have a character voice already. Our first character voice of the night.
Oh God, I don't know if I should play another Southern character.
Oh, is that what you are?
Tennessee Boone is Southern.
Of course, she is. She.
Little Tennessee.
A little Southern Belle.
Yep.
Southern Murder Belle.
Southern Belle. She'll get you.
So, okay, and age, weight, all that kind of stuff. You can fill that in later, because let's just get to this meat of this thing.
All right.
All right.
So each of you, and okay, you're a dwarf. You are an
Orc.
an orc, and
Human.
and you are a human. So we can just keep track. Just flip this over, and no, that's a bad idea. Flip your character sheet over,
Okay.
because we're gonna need to do some math. Buckle up!
What?
It's math time! Get it done!
Tarnation! All right.
Each of your meta types starts out with these base physical attributes and mental attributes. Humans start off with 1 body, 1 agility, 1 across the board. Dwarves start off with a 3 body. It's that the one on the left is what you start with, and the one on the right is your maximum.
Okay.
So go ahead and put these write these out then. B.
And then you
A,
just follow
R.
the bold ones are the ones that you get for whatever your race is.
Those are your race is different. When it's bold, it means your race is different from the normal. For example, a troll can have up to a 10 body, so that's why it's bolded. It's not 1 out of 6.
Okay.
You see what she's saying there? So
Yeah, I see
okay,
that.
yeah.
So we get all those numbers, not just the bolded one.
Yes, exactly. You get all those numbers, but you get the if it's 1 out of 6, you start off with a 1.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Will, logic, intuition, and charisma. So whatever you circled for attributes, that is how many points you have to add to those base statistics. And I am playing an orc, so I go 4.
But then the second number is your max that you can go in that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's as high as you can go. Logic. Orcs do not make for very good deckers.
Not as such.
Oops, I screwed up already. Logic. Is
I
it driving
ate
chat crazy?
3. I had 3 pieces before we started.
I know, I did too. I'm gonna have to eat one.
Sorry.
For you, chat. For you.
Eat the pizza, Nick.
All right.
What's the third column down? The REA.
REA, that's reaction.
Reaction.
So that'll be very important for you. Agility and reaction will be very important for you.
And then is that strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's body, which is like your how much damage you can take. Agility, reaction, strength, willpower, logic, intuition, and charisma. And ones that are.
And then we need to do special as well.
Oh yeah, the last one is initiative and edge, and those we will calculate after we have done the. Those are kind of based on a calculation. So.
Chat says you can only have one max stat at creation.
Hey,
Good point.
good looking out, chat. Yes. Only one stat can go up to the highest level.
That was Lotus Shard.
Thank you, Lotus Shard. Thanks for tuning in. I love you.
L0TU5 Shard.
Oh, so it's like leet speak.
Hey, don't complain. It's thematic.
It is.
That's a very Shadowrun name.
You belong here, Lotus Shard. You belong to me. Okay, let's see.
How many points did I give myself?
Right. So you start with 16.
yeah.
Oh
Just
yeah,
had to
you
figure it
have
out.
24. And you have, how many did you start with? You started
I started with 14.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be a wimp. Actually, I am too. So.
But then I took like the maximum number I could for skills and groups.
Yes. So you'll be a wimp, but you'll be a very
I'll be like,
very handy wimp.
Yeah. I don't need to be strong. That's what all my robots are for.
Yeah. Exactly. Hi, Dom.
What you doing, Dom?
Are those cookies for
Getting
us?
some
Yes.
candy.
But not the candy anymore.
Oh!
Goes away.
Can you hand me those pumpkin cookies?
That's what you get.
Can you help me out with that guy? Can I help shove it over
Yeah.
there? Oh.
It's not even open yet.
You didn't have to get me
Check out
one.
this.
You get to have the.
I'm failing miserably at
You can
this.
just hand
The
it to me.
inaugural
I
cookie.
just have one
I
hand
guess
right
I
now.
could.
Thank you. It's smiling at me.
All
Okay,
right,
eat its
so
little face.
my 14 attribute points, that
I
gets
should
added to
probably
these?
take a look at
Okay.
what mental attributes are important for magic.
Yeah.
Just,
And it's different.
On the outside, you want to do it.
It is different for hermetic mages versus shamanic. So I think you are going to be intuition, I believe, is the...
Is it now? I know that there's the one that I saw when I was looking through this the other day was is it the same things that I'm using to resist drain on?
Right.
Charisma and willpower, or does casting use a different attribute?
So yeah, drain is charisma plus willpower. Casting is dependent on the spell, I believe.
Oh, the spell will actually tell me what attribute I'm
It should,
using?
yeah. So
Let me look at a spell here.
right. I'm doing the same.
I don't see it.
Oh no, that's right. Because drain is going to be the important thing for you because because you just choose a force. Let's see.
What was CHA?
Damage P. Yeah, type.
Tom, what's CHA?
Oh, charisma.
That's right.
Sorry.
I'll try not to bother.
Oh no, please do bother me. That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
You said it. Tyler, no.
Tyler.
Tyler, help me.
Grabsy.
It might be Grabsy.
Grabsy.
Don't worry, guys. He's gonna be a nerd orc. Oh, there it is.
It kind of looks like Donatello, basically.
Yeah. He's like, I was checking on the Matrix and I found some things that could be helpful for you guys.
Just because you have glasses doesn't make you less terrifying.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so each there's different spell types, and each one of those has a different ability tied, or a different, not ability, attribute tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
So for illusion spells, for example, let's see.
Spellcasting plus force on combat spells.
Spell actually.
Force. Okay, so indirect. Detection.
So a rigger, I would need engineering, or what do riggers need?
As far as attributes,
Yeah.
You will probably need. I believe it is. You have rigor abilities.
Like hacking for devices?
I think your most important ability is going to be because you have different. Keep getting trigger.
As I recall, I think reaction is good for you, and then
Logic?
will or logic. I forget which, but I
It looks
think
like a lot of the engineering and
whichever
like
will or
cracking
logic.
stuff
It
is logic.
sort of is like how many drones you can control at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember which one it is. We'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll just make a choice, and if I'm horribly hamstrung, we can tweak it over the next couple of weeks or something.
Yeah. This is just to kind of get you familiar with it.
Yeah.
If you
won't
have
try to be
buyer's
perfect.
regret, we'll discuss it, and I'm sure we can make things right. Logic is important for a rigor.
Okay.
Intuition,
Okay.
basically all your mental attributes.
Okay.
I think willpower will also come into play here.
All right.
There's a whole section on rigors here. Rigors. Okay.
Okay, math is good so far.
So we have to have at least one in each guy,
Yes.
though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And best to not completely handicap yourself by leaving any of these at one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to leave them probably at a 2, just to be safe.
All right.
And we're able to.
Where's that other book at?
Is it here? This one?
Oh, yes. A lot easier to look at that then.
These cookies shouldn't stay next to me.
I know, right?
That's why I was happy to sit over here. And then pizza showed up.
Oh,
Right?
jeez. How dare you?
Thanks a lot, pizza.
Thanks a lot, pizza. Making me eat you.
I want more pizza now.
You're so gross, pizza.
I don't even know why you're here.
I
So
do.
Is it for
I get it.
For like defending, dodging, and not getting hit? Is that off of agility or reaction?
I believe that is reaction plus intuition.
Okay.
That is on. Let's see. There it is. And they're gonna swing.
How you doing?
Great.
Good.
There are orange Kit Kats in here, by the way.
What?
And white Kit Kats.
Why? Should we put the Kit Kats on the pizza?
Yes.
No, only for
I was
donations.
gonna keep going. Only
You
for
guys don't know what you're asking for.
I will.
Or if we're gonna do it, it's not gonna be for free.
That's true.
I don't do
You guys
anything
don't-
for free.
I mean, set a number, but just keep in mind, it will happen.
Okay.
There.
Oh, golly.
I'm pretty much a trash mouth. Chad doesn't frighten me.
They're mad that you blame the pizza right now.
Oh. In fact, I'm gonna consolidate this, and then we can get rid of one of those boxes.
Oh yeah, oh, you have
And
enough room
then-
now?
and
That's
then
what I
we
was trying to.
Oh, I still have a whole pizza.
Yeah, I know. But we can close the lid now, and we won't have to.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at that.
Taunting us.
Look at these guys.
Just gonna put you to bed for a little
Look
while,
how
pizza.
inviting they are. These little smiles.
All right, I'll eat you. I'll eat you, pumpkin.
That's what it took.
Come here, little pumpkin.
Oh, it has a face on it. Let me eat it.
It's so happy.
Don't twist my arm.
I have to help it fulfill its cookie destiny by eating it.
I keep going over my number.
Har.
Wait, so is it 24 total for all of these guys, or is it?
The first 8. So
Okay.
the physical and the mental part. The special ones we'll figure out later.
Okay. Well.
So we're not using any of our attribute points for
Special.
anything in the third or fourth column.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
third-
Those are
third column.
calculations.
Okay.
I hope that's not real loud in my mic. Those hiccups.
Oh.
Ah.
I apologize.
Yes, standard defense. Okay, I found it. I found something.
Oh.
Standard defense is reaction plus intuition. Okay. Combat skill plus attribute. All right. Let's do matrix actions are up here. I believe this needs a lot of reaction and logic, right?
1, 2, 3,
I missed
4,
it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right.
You got it?
I have set my attributes.
Oh my god.
Moving along.
You did it.
Now, I just need to transfer them to the other side of the page.
Logic, intuition, logic. Logic. Okay. Alright. So let's do that then.
3 more points.
Logic, 5. Intuition, 5. So that's 4, 4. That's 8. Okay, that leaves me with 6. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely going to be an orc nerd. He's just a little wimp.
Grabsy?
This is Grabsy reporting in.
You and me both, brother.
Things look pretty good, team. Keep up. This is Grabsy. Flame on.
Oh, God.
What? What happened?
He made a Power Rangers reference, and
I missed
it was
it.
just sort of awful. And
Dom is the worst.
Oh.
Sorry, it just felt like Grabsy was moving that direction.
yeah, a little bit.
No need to apologize, Dom, but I accept your apology. 5, 5, 2. All right, Grabsy. And essence. Well, we don't know yet. Edge. Start with 1 out of 6. An initiative, we'll figure out. We'll do some algebra later to figure that out. Okay, Kelsey and
You almost got
Kelsey
it.
and
You're
Makayla.
gonna remember it at some point. It's okay.
I know. I know. I gave myself some time. I went to Kelsey first, and I was like, Kelsey and that one.
I feel loved.
I know.
So
Can you feel the love tonight?
I'll make a little post-its if you want.
Do I need a name tag?
Just to
Yeah.
put on the sides of their heads.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Or,
No.
or on
Just
your...
to stick it, just the note card that we stick on our forehead.
Lot-
There's
yeah.
sticky notes.
A
There's
lot
Post-its.
easier. We do have that.
We have the technology.
Solve everything.
Give you a little seating chart on the other side.
There you
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I'll still be exposed though, because I'll be like, so Makayla and Kelsey.
go. Mason does that though.
He does. And that's the thing that I'm warning you now, Makayla.
No. You know what we have to do? We just got to go onto eBay and find an old set of Google Glass. So you can just wear a Google Glass and it'll just give you a little HUD.
A little heads up?
Yeah, as you look over here, it identifies the face.
Right.
So yes, yeah, I'll just have to stare and there's like targeting, acquired, Kelsey, Makayla.
Those Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
It's over 9,000!
I got caught playing with one by a coworker that I didn't expect to see on the other side of the door, and I was totally having a fun. Opened the door, and I was just like, and they're not in the nerd world at all. So I was just like,
So they got it.
Oh.
And you were like, sure, that doesn't look disturbing at all to you.
they
I'm
work
sure.
for like a sports company. I was just-
We like, my
We just-
optometrist needs me to wear this.
And he's
I
going to
have
do things
a
like this.
lazy eye. And
I say-
this is the only thing that fixes it.
yeah.
It's recording exactly what my retina looks like, so we can go on that
a
for
heart
treatment.
monitor, but for
It's
your
like,
retina.
and I'll thank you not to talk about it.
We just didn't say anything.
Good day, sir.
We just had the eye contact and we just passed through the door, and I was like,
Oh.
oh, see you later.
Man. Yeah.
And then I kept playing with it and going on. It was great.
Good. I'm glad.
I had that happen to me. I was in a production of The Cherry Orchard, and my character carried around a gun, and so I was like backstage, kind of playing around with the gun. I thought I was by myself, and there was a woman in the dressing room, and I walked in, and I was like, "What's going on? Just 30-year-old man playing with guns. I'm gonna head out." She was like, "You were playing with that gun, weren't you?" I was like,
No,
Nope.
I don't know what you're talking
"Rehearsing, just."
That shit makes me happy. I think grown-ups should play more.
I
Yeah.
know. It was pretty bad at the time.
You mean like we're doing today?
Yes! Welcome to SavingThroughtShow.com.
What?
Send us your content.
Grown-ups playing games.
So, bless you. So, how is it? How is it? Oh, you okay? No, you know exactly what you're doing, don't you?
I do. I need to take a couple points off one. I went over.
Dude, I thought you have 24.
Do
Are
I?
you really running out that quick?
Well, look
Because
at those
all started at 1. That can't add up to 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get one for free, right?
Yes.
What?
You
Yeah.
get one for free.
Yeah,
every-
everything starts at 1.
The numbers.
So you don't have to pay one for each of those. So
Mm-hmm.
you probably have like 7 or 8 more points that you can spend.
Because you're adding on to the number that's listed by your race, right?
Yeah, to the
Correct.
base.
So like my
Correct.
dwarf
if
has
you're
a 3
human-
out of 8
Uh-huh.
body.
All of these automatically start at a value of 1. And then you only spend points to go above that.
So you could probably just bump everything up by 1 then, huh?
Probably. Well, she's human.
7
Does
things.
human?
If she thought she was
human
1
just won
over,
everything?
she's actually
oh, yeah.
7.
I need to
plus.
add that I hate simple math, but I was thinking. Okay, yeah,
Are
that,
you
that
doing
makes
it like
sense. then.
exponentially, or?
5,
No,
9,
11,
11, 16, 21, 24.
I'm used to starting from
Yeah.
scratch. Like when I built my Mass Effect character, I remember just like you added it.
Everything
I
starts
didn't
at
know.
0.
You
Okay,
have
yeah.
24 right here, so you,
Okay.
you have 8 more points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me slow us down more.
No, that's
So
good, man.
as Tyler
then I
said,
can
the
still
easy
go
way
to-
would be just bump everything by 1, or
Or
whatever you think is going to be most important to you. You might want to max it out at a 6. Remember, you can only do that
Mm-hmm.
with one thing.
Right.
But,
And for you, since you're going to be doing a lot of melee combat.
reaction.
Yes. What? Oh no! It disappeared. Oh, what happened? No!
No,
Don't do this to me.
I was gonna max out the reaction,
Reaction, I think, is going to be important. Reaction and strength, actually, probably too. 'Cause
but I can
strength-
only max out one.
Yeah, you can only max out
Okay.
one, but
But
having a
just
high strength
bump
would be
up.
helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have 7 points. So
More important than, say, a logic or willpower.
okay.
Can we go into a explanation a little bit as to what the attributes do
Yeah.
and what they're important for and how they play a factor into your roles?
that's great, and probably would have been helpful for all of your players. So
Oh.
we weren't just making guesses. But you know, what do I know?
They just sound like things. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that while I desperately scramble to find the page that has all the
Sure,
symbols
I
on it.
didn't.
Well.
Let's make sure I didn't screw up anything.
Here we go.
Soloxan says, correction, you can max out 1 physical and 1 mental.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Soloxan. Maloxan.
This is Grabsy. I'm having a tough time over here. I'm trying to hack into the mainframe.
You got Grabsy on the comm.
You are go for Grabsy. Go ahead for Grabsy. Yeah, I'm listening.
When he answers the phone, that's what he says.
Go for Grabsy.
I think Kelsey has the voice.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Go over there.
Go for Grabsy.
Okay, so I will just go through the.
I'll just keep doing it because it makes Dom laugh
Perfect.
and that makes me happy.
I will go through the list. First of all, body that's your hit points. That's how
So
much
it's like
damage
Constitution
you
in
can take.
D&D.
Yes,
Okay.
it's Constitution. It's how much damage you can take before you die. Agility is most important when it comes to scoring hits during combat. As you need to coordinate it, you're swinging a sword, carefully aiming a rifle. It's also critical in non-combat situations, such as sneaking quietly past security guards or smoothly lifting a key card from its secured position.
Which was that?
That was agility.
Oh, that
So-
sounds important for me.
Yes, that is important for you. Reaction is about reflexes. Plays an important role in deciding how soon a character acts in combat and how skilled they are at avoiding attacks from others. So your initiative and your defense, reaction is important for that. Strength, obviously, is how strong you are. It's important for. I'll read this verbatim. The more damage you'll do when you're raining blows down on an opponent. And the more you'll be able to move or carry when there's stuff that needs to be moved or carried. Yeah. Willpower is your desire to push through adversity. It's important for resisting toxic. If you're testing yourself against a toxic wilderness. Oh, I see. Like if you're out in the woods and.
Toxic wildebeest.
Yeah, I know. I thought I said wildebeest too, but it's wilderness. Or a pack of leather-clad orcs with crowbars.
Oh, either
Yeah.
one of those things.
They sound
Don't
great.
make life choices. Don't judge. This is a safe place.
Logic is your cold, calculating power of your rational mind. Whether you're attempting to repair complicated machinery or patch up an injured teammate, logic helps you get things right. It's important for mages to resist drain, or for hermetic mages to resist drain, and it's also important for deckers. Intuition is the voice of your gut. Intuition helps you anticipate ambushes, notice that something is amiss, and stay on the trail of someone you're pursuing. So intuition is also a defense. And charisma is your force of personality and persuasiveness and charm. And it's also important for shamans to resist drain, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And all the rest of them, essence, edge, magic, and resonance, we will cover that later, because those are not things that you can adjust. All right. Was that good enough, chat? Did I satisfy you? Are you happy? Do I
Are
make
you not
happy?
entertained?
Do I make you proud? Okay. Cool. So did you get it? You get the numbers figured out, Miss Makayla?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Kelsey, you are also good to go too, right?
I think I am.
Okay.
So they should total.
32 in your case.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Simple math.
I hate simple math. I'm
What,
sorry.
now, what do you mean by simple math?
You just said simple math. Like this. Like it's just.
Like addition and subtraction?
It's like my brain just doesn't want. Ever since numbers have been introduced to me, just don't.
Do you prefer complicated math, or is it just
I can do like.
you can do like algebra and trigonometry?
I just I don't know. My brain does not ever want to work this out. I just grab a calculator when I can. I just.
It's like just stop.
The college I chose, they told me when I went in, they're like, "You never want to take another math class again." I was like, "I'm in."
Yeah,
I am.
sign me up.
Love it.
No, I
could-
did the bare minimum at my college as well. Just like two classes and I'm out. I'm like, cool, I can graduate now. So
I'm just bad at doing math in my head. Like I have to write it down because my
Yeah.
brain just goes like 8 million miles in different directions all at the same time.
yeah, Yeah, it's tricky.
I have a super logical brain. I'm sure that's really apparent to
Right.
everyone.
If you couldn't tell already, she's like a Vulcan.
Right.
It's all just cold calculating
Just cold
logic. Like I'm talking to a robot.
Yes, a robot.
Robot.
A Sears and robot?
Sears and a robot. Robot.
Grabsy, get the robot.
Grabsy reporting in. I'm sending in the robots.
Cool. Okay, so good. We did it. Yay, team! Now let's move on.
Just a quarter of the way.
We did
Can you feel it?
this part.
Right?
Yeah.
See you next week for picking skills.
I know exactly.
Sorry.
No, it's
Slow
not
number.
you.
It's
Okay.
my fault.
All right.
It's everybody.
It
It's
is
everybody.
It is entirely my fault. Blame the GM. Hey, shut up.
Look at his eyebrows.
I blame Grabsy. Grabsy here.
So let's go down to skills.
Let's.
Skills.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I will open the page to the listing of skills, and we'll start there. Okay, cool. Here you go, Kelsey.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my.
What page is that, by the way?
This is page 90.
90. Okay.
Page 90.
90.
B.
Okay.
think.
So,
Skill groups and
Oh,
individual
thank
skills.
you.
so you have a number under your the column that you chose, the priority that you chose, and that is the number of points that you can put into skills. And the skills are all listed right there, which is what Nick has helpfully opened up, as are the skill groups. So look through those and pick some of them for your character to have and write them down on this sheet of paper.
I
And-
suggest using a dart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put the book across and
I'm just gonna pick the ones with fun names.
that one.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, whatever you think you want to be good at, write that down and put a under R. That's going to be the rank. So you can put from 1 to, I believe, 6 is the maximum that you can put into skills when you're just starting your character. purchasing
Now,
skills.
those of us who have magic, in the magic column, there's an item that says 2 rating 5 magical skills. Are those on this list as well? Are those individual skills, or is there a separate magical skills? Because I do see in the skill groups there's like conjuring and enchanting and
Right.
sorcery.
Right. Let me look that up because I don't know off the top of my head.
Are you guys warm enough yet?
Huh?
You mean cool enough?
That's what I meant.
Oh, are you chilled? Yes. Yeah. Turn it off, Dom.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dom, can you turn it off?
Dom!
Makayla's cold.
I'm
Dom.
Oh, he goes moping into the hallway.
Aw.
He's moping.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So we're just putting these into our
Yeah, just-
active skills.
Just grab a skill. Who even
room?
cares what it does?
Just pick them out.
Holy mackerel!
Yes. Put under
The active skills. Okay.
Yes.
And I have another question about skills and groups.
Okay.
So when it says, in my case, it says skills 36 and then groups 5,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean that I have 36 points I can spend with a maximum of 5 groups? Or do I have 36 points I can spend on individual skills and 5 skill groups that I can just take?
That one. The five points that you can put into skill groups.
Oh, into skill groups.
So you could have 5 different skill groups at rank 1, or you can have 1 skill group at rank 5, or you can mix and match.
Or
So
a
you can-
mishmash.
Yeah.
And then that's also max 6. Both of those are max 6
Yes.
points. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I hope I have that right. If you want to correct me, chat, please feel free. There is a wonderful computer program that you can use to actually build these characters, and it does all the calculations for you. Could have done that tonight, but I don't like things doing.
No,
don't
old
like doing
school.
things the easy way.
This is pencil and paper
Yeah.
RPG.
We're gonna grind this out, and we're gonna make you suffer for it.
We're going to be
Chat.
better for it.
Yeah. You gonna come with
Suffering
don't-
builds
this
character.
wonderful
Don't
adventure?
feel better.
You don't feel better?
No.
Well, you just gotta double down and just grit those teeth. Because then you'll get there, man. We're all gonna get there. Because we're family. We are family.
Make her cry.
What?
I'm gonna make her cry.
That's not true. Makayla's the only one who cries here at this table.
Cyber
does it-
technology, is that like
I'm
little
crying.
drones
Yeah, you
and things like that?
Is that a skill?
Cyber technology? Yeah.
Or is it a skill group?
It's a skill, an individual skill.
Oh, cyber
That's
technology.
more the actual cybernetics, right? That's more
That's more like
implanting and repairing.
yes,
cyberware?
which you will have some cyberware.
Okay.
But most of your rigor skills are going to be piloting, gunnery, stuff like that.
Okay.
Nick, what was your question again? It was
About
did I answer it?
the skill groups. I think you answered
skill
it though.
groups. Okay.
Well, since I want to be a magic ninja,
What the numbers mean?
hi.
How you doing, Dom? Want to build a character, Dom?
I've already built characters.
Build a character with
He
us.
just wants this pumpkin.
Okay. Eat your cookie, Dom.
No, I'll take 3.
I'll just take 3 and be on my way.
Alright. See you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Everybody get down. Down a round of applause. Thank you, Dom, for gracing us with your presence. Bye, Dom.
Bye.
He's going home. Wait,
We
this is
need
my
you.
ride.
Oh.
Oh.
It just got so much more complicated.
All right. Oh, individual skills. Skills and skills and skills.
Yeah. So the highest. So you spend the time character.
All right. I'm 28. 2.
That's what your. So you have 28 points for individual skills and 2 for group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as he explained to me,
With the
that means
yeah.
for the skill groups, you can either take 1 skill group at level 2 for all those items, or 2 skill groups at level 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So for your item, you might want to look at athletics, you might want to look at firearms, you might want to look at close combat if you're going to be more stabby than shooty. Stealth would be good to play it more ninja-y.
Well, and then with that,
Now, these are also individual skills, so you can buy them down here later.
so this is all okay.
So, for example, sneaking is an individual skill that you can use your larger pool of skill points on and just buy high sneaking and not worry about disguise. And like if your character
Yeah.
concept, you don't care about disguise and palming, then hey, you can just buy sneaking with your big group of points and not spend your pool on the whole block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever you spend your skill group points on, it should be something that you want all 3 of those, because then you're getting a deal.
Right.
Right, but you can't take something in a skill group and then add individual points on top of that. So if you have something in a skill group, that stays at a max 2, and you can only
I
improve
think
that.
you can, but it makes bookkeeping really tough, because then you can't raise anything in the skill group until you bring all of the other skills up to whatever you spent extra points on. That's what I recall reading.
Okay.
But again, chat, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Right. Yes, I know. I'm trying to find that right now. There's also something called specialization, and I'm looking that up. Okay.
But because I also will have magic abilities.
Well, yours aren't going to. So sorcery, conjuring, and enchanting won't be useful for you, because your magic isn't external;
right.
it channels
That's
through your
right.
body. It's more like being a Jedi minus the sword and all that sort of stuff. You can just be
Yes.
faster, stronger.
It's ability.
Yeah.
based. Okay. Yes. Right.
You are magic.
Thank
You're
you.
magic incarnate. Skill groups. Skill groups contain a similar or complementary skills that appear in a bundle. Go purchase character skills. Rating of the group. Character wishes to break up the
Ooh,
skill
they're
group
swimming in
during
this
gameplay
world.
and raise only one of the skills. He is free to do so. Remains those skills.
So what? Can we explain the skills?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Yeah, there's a crap load of skills. Yeah, Nick, why don't you explain skills? Because I'm reading something.
All right.
Just 1 second.
So the brief example here, this is the quick skill list. I'm not sure how much of that comes through. But in the top section, we have these skill groups. Skill groups are, they have a header, and then they have 3 associated skills that go with that item. So let's try one that's probably more in the camera. So for example, sorcery has counterspelling, ritual spellcasting, and spellcasting, all as part of that sorcery group. So anyone who has skill points, skill group points, like my character does, can go ahead and spend those points, and I gain an audit, however many group skill points I have spent, all of those skills go to that level automatically. So I'm getting a discount by only having to spend, say, 2 to get a value of 2 in all 3 of these, rather than having to spend 6 points to go 2 and 2 and 2. And then once you've sort of made choices on the skill groups that you want, there's a whole list here of individual skills, which are broken down by what attribute goes with that skill. And then, of course, later on in the book, there's deeper understanding about exactly what each of these items are. And then we spend our larger pool on these items individually. Now, the same skills that were in the skill groups are also listed individually in the skills by themselves. So if there's a skill that you really want to have really high, that's really important to your character concept, you can go ahead and buy that up, whether it's in a group or not. Now, the easiest way to think about it is get a group if you want all 3 of those bundled skills, buy them individually if you only want one of those at maybe a higher level. There is some ability for you to buy up a skill in a skill group higher than its mates, but you lose some of the advantage in the point valuation because you have to buy up those other skills before you can increase the whole pool, by the way. But it is a good way to get sort of like a good baseline on those items. And the skills obviously cover everything from shooting a gun to hitting someone with a sword, to casting spells, to finding data, to conning someone into letting you in someplace they shouldn't go. So it's very, very, very granular. I think at the base level of skills, they are a little bit more general. Like under agility, there's pistols and there's automatics. And automatics covers any sort of automatic weapon, I assume down to like a 45, an ACP.
Yeah.
Whereas pistols are just going to cover anything that has, like a cartridge or a break barrel or something like that. And then as I believe later on we can get into specializations where you can subdivide that even farther. So I can be good at pistols but really good at occult peacemaker. Down granular, and then like really super good with this specific one gun that I've practiced with my whole life, if I recall the system in its entirety.
Yeah,
but,
that's correct.
So we have a lot of different choices about what we want for these items. So this will probably be somewhat boring as we pour over and go, oh yeah.
Yep. Thank you for that explanation, Nick.
You bet.
Yeah, that was round of applause. Round of applause for Nick. So have you chosen your skills yet?
I chose some of the groups.
Okay.
I'm still working on the individuals.
Got it. Cool. And Kelsey, you're just firing away there.
I'm writing things on my paper.
Yeah. Kelsey has written some things. And the highest you can. And Nick, I had an answer for that. The groups thing, by the way.
Okay.
But the highest you can put any skill is a 6 at character creation. Also at character creation, if you have a, let's see, I'll read directly from the book.
Sorry, I
Go
have
ahead.
one quick clarification on that. Like attributes, can we only have one skill at 6, or can we have multiple skills at 6 at character creation?
You can have multiple skills at 6, from what I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong.
As always.
And I know you will. But you can break out skills from a skill group. So if you have, for example, the computer skill, or the...
well, here, if we want to use an actual example, I'm probably going to be taking the Conjuring skill group, which has Banishing, Binding, and Summoning.
Yes.
seems like those are good things that I'm going to want as a shaman. So let's say I go, okay, Banishing Pioneer could, but what I really want to have is a high summoning. I want to be able to call any spirit that I want. How do I do that?
So you will have to purchase that individually because you can break it out, but that's just for spending karma on down the line. So you can improve that individually, but you can't do it at character creation. The way they say it is, skill groups cannot be broken up into steps, so individual skill points cannot raise the ratings of skills purchased as a group.
Gotcha.
If that makes
Okay.
sense.
So later on when we get to karma is another set of points that we're going to have to figure out and spend.
It's like experience points, basically.
Right. Yeah, I will be able to break, for example, summoning out of conjuring and spend more individual points on it, but that giant block of skills, that 36 points that I have, I cannot use to improve anything that I bought in a group skill initially, if I'm understanding that.
Tyler, you're correct, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, I did something right. I did a good thing.
Grabsy wins one for the team. Well done, Grabsy.
Congratulates himself.
Exclamation point, Grabsy.
Alrighty.
Well, then that's going to change how I do something.
Yeah, sorry, Nick.
No, it's
No,
okay.
don't
it's
be
okay,
sad.
it's okay.
Don't be sad. Come on. We've all cried a little bit tonight, so I
know,
guess it's your turn.
I thought I was going to be stronger than this.
Dom's a much pretty crier than you. He's got a much prettier
No,
cry.
he's just quieter.
Yeah.
He needs to break out of his shell and really experience his feelings.
Just let it go. Let it go, Dom. Let it go. There are, to add another layer to what is already a multi-layered thing, there are something called knowledge skills.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah, these are just your general knowledge of any specific thing. For example, they have some examples in the book here. Common knowledge skills include paleo or parazoology, which is the study of things like Sasquatches and awakened creatures that are like monsters that have come to life in the future. You can have knowledge of fixers or corporate security, or you can learn languages such as French, Italian, dragon, stuff like that. Organized crime can be a knowledge skill. So that's another thing you can choose to put points into.
I don't want to learn anything.
I know, right? Those are the boring
Learning's for
ones.
nerds.
Hey, I take offense to that.
You're good at that.
It's my Dom impression.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shots
I mean,
fired.
I do sound like that. It's okay, Don.
Body diving, free fall. Wow, free fall is a skill that I can get.
Oh,
Where?
do
Where's
it!
I'm
that?
not gonna, but
No.
I could.
Where was that one at?
Creed off of those.
You're going to be
Yeah.
free-falling
Yeah,
quite a
buddy.
bit
Is
in the
that-
adventure that I have planned.
There's a little pencil mark, I think, on there. No, okay, it is free fall.
Okay. Grabsy is that, and that. What else you got? Oh, yeah.
Now that we know that's a skill, every one of our Shadowruns is gonna be, you need to make a high altitude drop into their compound. Again? Aircraft, pilot, blah, blah, blah.
Cyber combat is... Oh, are there no reaction skills? Weird. Okay.
So then we
Yeah,
pick.
there are. Pilot aerospace, they're all pilot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So we pick the individual with individual skills
Exactly.
within the.
Right. So let's say you want to be good with swords and knives. You'd take blades and you'd put however many skill points you want into there, up to 6.
Up to 6, and I have 28 to spend.
Exactly.
And does that start with the 1 too?
No.
Okay, so
No.
it's
Skills you have to buy
28.
each
Okay.
and every point.
So 6, 12, 18.
One thing that I find useful when there's a huge list like this, what you might want to do is just write down everything that sounds interesting to you, and then start assigning points and deciding, does this really go with what I'm thinking, or hey, maybe I don't need 2 in climbing. I can just put 1 in there and be a little good at that to get an extra point in, blades.
Okay. And is this something we can build on later, or this is?
Oh no, yeah.
No.
I think we have to spend all our points.
Yeah.
Well, yes, yeah. You
Okay.
can.
You should have more than 28, though, they're saying.
I should.
Yeah, as a phys ed, you should have a few free skill points, they're saying.
Oh, under
Oh yeah, that might be under the.
So I think
Oh,
yeah.
I can do that.
You totally do.
one rating for active skill, so you get 1 skill at one of these type of skills in an active skill at 4 automatically.
That's what that is.
Depends on what her magic priority is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Magic priority is a B, so yes, she would get 1. She would get 1 rating 4 active skill, and it starts off at rating 4, so you get that.
So
basically.
adept is the only line you
There we
care
go.
about here.
There we go.
Probably want to do like unarmed, or I guess armed combat. Do you want to fight with your hands, or do you want to fight with a weapon? Which would you prefer?
Weapon.
Weapon.
And a close-up
yeah.
weapon or a ranged weapon? Gun fu or kung fu?
Sword fu.
Or foo foo?
You can into. Ooh.
Now first of all, that doesn't say you can't. It's not that you can't do both. You can do both.
But I can.
But if you're going to pick your free skill that you get at a 4 automatically, that might not be a bad idea to, as a starting character, to just go, hey, I really want to concentrate on guns. I'm going to put that into whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Well.
It would be melee weapon.
Yeah, it'd be close range.
Or blades, even. This exotic melee weapon. Sounds fun.
I think that's all the weird specific things, like if you want to be good with a Manriki Gusari or a Kama or any of the weird exotic ninja weapons.
I might.
Which I only know
be
from
good at
Palladium's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
I know all these. That's
might
why
not
all
be
these
good at
things.
this.
I think you're doing just fine.
No. Okay.
No, yeah, this is really honestly the hard part.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the game starts, it'll be much easier.
The part where we get to just make up things that we want to do and roll some dice, that's easy.
Yep.
It's the getting there. Shadowrun is a very front-loaded system. You have to do a lot of the work ahead of time to do your character creation. And Tyler's side, he's going to have to do a lot of things to figure out all the enemies and all the obstacles and all the other stuff. But once the game actually starts rolling, you don't, like, hey, now I've got all these numbers and I can just look at that number and roll that many dice.
You
and then
guys
he'll tell us
are
what to happen.
great. Obviously, I'm used to like online gamers that are really mean people. They're like, why don't you know about this already?
No, I
I don't
didn't-
know how to build this. Yeah, I'm like, why don't help me?
If you really want, we can start making your mom jokes.
Yeah. Right.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Welcome to Saving Throw, Makayla.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, holy shit. Okay, thank you. Hi, chat. I can see you now.
Okay.
So-
Hello, chat.
Okay. There's a couple people in chat who know what the heck they're talking about. So, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Those couple of people. You're lovely.
Thank you for tuning in to watch us butcher your favorite system.
Right?
Is anyone from Catalyst or Tops watching us right now?
Right? Hey, guys. Sorry I made fun of your game earlier. I know you worked hard on it.
All right, so maybe somebody in chat will have some ideas. So if I'm being a rigger and I want to be like drone heavy, like electronic creature heavy, I have taken the electronics group, which gives me computer, hardware, and software. And then I took the engineering group, which gives me aeronautics, automotive, industrial, and nautical mechanic. I went ahead and took survival, because I always like survival. Pilot aircraft, pilot groundcraft, and then what? And then what else?
You're off to, yeah, that sounds like you're off to the right start.
How many points do you have?
I did that priority A, so I have a shit ton of points.
Nice.
I have 46 skills points to use and 10 group points to use. So I did
any yet? Like,
yeah,
have you
so
bought up some of your...
I mean, I maxed out survival, pilot aircraft, and pilot groundcraft with 6.
Nice.
Here's a good.
I think there's one about, like, I don't know what drones fall under. If
I
they're
don't
going to
either.
be, it might default to the pilot aircraft and groundcraft, but it might be an idea to think about or to
I'm like, should
look
I
in the
do
book. Oh, that's an
something-
excellent idea.
Yeah.
So accent says electronic warfare.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good place to start from.
Awesome.
And that might be a good place for you to start from too. Hold on.
And gunnery.
If you give me
For
just a
me,
moment,
gunnery?
I'll get my list of things out of here. So if you want to
Okay.
look at the archetype from the book, that might help sort of give you an idea of how they've constructed that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually, go ahead. I own the book. I can just do this later if we run into it.
Yeah. Here
What-
you can
what
use
page are they
mine.
on?
117 is what we're gonna look at for her.
So this is
Yeah.
this is your guy.
She is what your dude is gonna be.
Awesome.
I'll just practice my looking over Tyler's GM screen skills. Shh, don't tell him.
There's so many secret things back here. Like
So are you
Spoilers.
referencing a PDF copy
for
of the book
yes.
on your computer?
Yes, yeah, I have that, and I actually have that in the Slack too.
Okay.
If you want to look at it, it's what I've been using. So
And not purchase it legitimately? I would never do anything like that, Tyler. What are you implying? We here at Saving Throw do not condone the
Right.
sharing or copying of files illegally.
yeah,
You wouldn't
That
you
is-
wouldn't download a car, would you? To which I say, hell yeah, I would. Buy a 3D printer, bam.
I know that's gonna be a thing pretty soon.
Yep.
You'll be able to download a car, and then you might actually start caring about piracy. You dipshits.
Wow.
No, I'm finished. I'm
This,
done with all of you.
this message is brought to you by Tyler's day job.
So this one's just brutal.
Yeah.
What?
Just chat. No, it's not you. It's a Grabsy joke. They were basically saying, Kelsey, you should take electronic warfare so
'Kay.
that you can combat when Tyler throws nasty deckers and tries to steal your drones.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were referencing Grabsy as being that nasty decker.
If he tries to grab my
And
drone.
he'd go, Grabsy away! And throw a smoke bomb.
So this is basically
No, no grabbing.
Batman.
Grabsy, no grabbing.
As far as
Yes, you're essentially Batman, except with an actual bat,
yeah, well, it's
like a baseball bat.
it's the where it says
It's not every
Well,
day you get to make
only
a Dora
bring
the
lethal
Explorer joke
force
that lands.
against those
Am
who
I
roll
right?
first to
So
protect
one
the
of
makes
the,
us
one of
win.
the things we're going to get to are qualities,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
will either positive qualities are going
I
to
know
cost
you
us
are.
karma, negative qualities are going to give us, or things that complicate our lives are going to give us karma,
Mm-hmm.
which then we can use to do things like get some more money, increase some of those skills and groups.
Yep.
I don't know the other things because I haven't read them, but I'm
Right.
sure,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they're also really
You
important.
could you use karma to purchase various things to improve skills, to have additional spells, I think, or
So, if, for example, if you're a fan of Savage Worlds, that would be the equivalent of buying edges and complications. Or what do they
contacts.
call
That's
it?
one that you can use.
Oh, contacts. Yeah,
Something we'll go over.
and very important, as I recall, in Shadowrun.
It is. Tis it is. An unstoppable typhoon of kicks and punches. All right, Grabsy.
Grabsy, almost done. I am become whole.
Ooh.
This is why most groups out there will use pre-gens, or at least do this character building stuff offline, just because it's very daunting because you don't know if you're building your characters right or not.
Yeah,
That's what they
it's
say.
still
but
exciting.
The reason they use pre-gens is because they just don't care for the craft.
Yeah, exactly. We're artists.
Spend
right.
4
Here.
hours creating something.
Fall in love with your character through all
Yes.
the blood, sweat, and tears.
Because you have
that
suffered
put
for
in
this
there.
character. You
That's
sat
right.
there hunched over a computer for 2 hours being like, I don't fucking know what
It's
this
not
means.
yours until you've bled on it. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I will end
Yeah.
this session.
And you haven't made
Yeah.
your character properly until you've erased through the paper.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you have to grab a new one and start from scratch and start
all
copying.
over again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because that's what tabletop role playing games are
It's about
man.
commitment.
Yes.
Yes, and it is also my philosophy as a tabletop gamer. I don't like maximizing characters. I don't like min-maxing. I don't like optimizing your character builds. I think there should be some messiness, some unnecessary things, some skills that you'll never use, or that you might find that yourself surprised at using at some point. So you should. You should build. Just look at a list of skills and be like, "Oh, I'll take that. Sure." It's just like, "Oh, hey, but you're a rigger. You're never going to need a knowledge arcana." Fuck it. Fuck you. My friend.
Hey, you shut up.
Right?
You don't know what I do in my
You don't tell me
downtime.
what I need to know.
Maybe my rigger is sitting there studying spell books.
Yeah.
Can't cast,
Exactly.
but you
Don't
know,
put me in
just
a
reading.
box.
Yeah. Don't fence me in,
Yeah.
because it's
We build our own characters so that
All
we
these
don't have to fit in boxes.
So all the reaction ones look like they're piloting.
Yeah,
so
that's
cars,
what I see.
planes,
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
If you don't think you're going to be the driver, and you probably won't be unless things have gone terribly awry,
Right.
I think she'll probably.
We'll get in the car and be like, "Does anybody know how to drive?" Like New York.
Like, sorry, I only know how to drive flying things and other kind of things.
What, like a car? What am I, a plebeian?
I'll never be able to figure
Walkers,
this out.
aircraft, boats, but a car.
Bah.
What am I doing? 12, 18. Oh, yeah, that's right. I still have
I don't see horse riding on here. Where's horse riding?
horse riding.
That's animal piloting.
Yeah,
Pilot animal.
Is there pilot animals?
that would be cool.
No, there is something with animals. There's like
There's animal
train
handling.
animal. Oh yeah, animal
Animal
handling.
handling. Yeah, that would probably be it.
And it allows you to ride.
Are you gonna ride a horse? You should ride a horse.
I don't know, maybe.
Yes.
We'll see.
A spirit horse.
We'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
Depends on how much a horse costs. Is something else.
That's true. That is true.
What's this guy? This kind of combat.
Do adepts? Can adepts go astral?
Some can,
Physical adepts.
but I don't think physical. I think that is a skill that you can purchase. You can have astral perception.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can actually go into the astral plane.
So
Okay.
all characters that deal with magic have access to another. Remember how earlier we were talking about how being a decker is sort of a mini game with the decker goes into cyberspace and messes around with the GM. Astral combat is sort of like the mage's version of that. Now, it tends to be a little bit more inclusive because some of the adepts can get in there, mages can get in there, shaman can get in there. But it is sort of like its own little weird mini game, and it uses a different set of combat rules. So
Adepts
Don't-
cannot astrally project.
They can't project, but they can perceive.
they can get perception. I
Yeah,
believe
they
that's
can.
correct.
They can get the perception.
So for you, I wouldn't worry about it, but I will almost certainly be tossing points in there
Yeah. You're gonna be
as our
mostly
astral
astral.
Overwatch. Yeah. Overwatch?
I really wanted to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh God!
Triggered him.
I got Dom perked up. You guys want to play a couple rounds afterwards? Grabby here. I play a mean Reinhard.
Yes, if you have astral perception, you can perceive astral.
And having astral perception is useful for being able to see things like traces of spells, or if spell casting is going on, and I believe some spirits and other invisible things that go bump in the night.
Does it look like I'm at least getting complimentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dom, if you
So
can
yeah,
flip
I
cookies
mean,
again?
so yeah, gymnastics is gonna be good.
Because I'm kind of going more for like,
You did?
Oh,
Unmute.
for crying out
Yeah.
loud. Come
and then
on now.
and then I think that's when like, yeah, so we'll be sneaky and like throwing things rather than just
Okay,
causing a scene.
sure. No, this looks good. I like that set of skills.
Okay.
Where's Commissioner Gordon? Where is he?
You're Batman Beyond, so Commissioner Gordon's dead.
What? I haven't seen it yet.
It's like 100 years in the future, man.
Is he really dead?
Well, it's like 50 years.
Yeah,
or
Bruce
something.
Wayne's still alive.
Oh, this is Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
You're
but,
welcome.
But he's looking pretty rough, as I recall.
Yeah.
Dom, put on the other one.
Is that Squirrel Girl?
No.
Oh, sorry. Heresy.
Again with the Marvel DC thing. Although Squirrel Girl, great comic.
Yeah, is there a DC version of Squirrel Girl? Or is she just that unusual?
Animal Man. Although he was Vertigo imprint, isn't he? So he's not
Still
really.
He's ours.
Seems like a Roadhog man. Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point.
Yeah. Is that over your
That does not.
with the beard? It's really good.
Yes.
Yeah. It is.
Batgirl
So
has
yeah,
a neck
that's
beard.
that's Batgirl. So that's Barbara Gordon.
Batgirl.
No, I wanted to, since we were talking about adepts, I was not playing an adept at the
Not
time.
why I gave you that.
Yeah, do not eat. That's for your boy.
It's a little tasty. I couldn't help myself.
It's for your little boy.
Little boy.
I was playing I was playing a shaman. And
This is a Shadowrun game?
this is a Shadowrun game at a con.
No, he was LARPing a shaman.
Yeah. No, I'm a legitimate shaman if you need anything done.
I'll hit you up later.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was playing a shaman, and I had not played. We were talking about this in chat. I have not played since 2nd edition Shadowrun, so it had been quite a long time since I had played any Shadowrun game. So I was playing at a convention, and I had no idea.
That's right.
It was we talked about this.
Mhm.
I was given given a sheet of paper that was filled from margin to margin, like no margins. It bled over of an Excel document, basically. It was chock full of stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. And we were like 3/4 of the way into the game. I hadn't done anything yet. And finally, someone said, you can astrally project and like check things out for us if you want to do that. I was all like, what? Why? How come no one told me that? I would have done that so long ago.
Yeah.
And that was like the coolest thing. I was like, finally, I have a use for my character that I can do something with.
Yeah.
I can actually, and I saved the day because I could astrally project and
You went immediately into the astral realm. You're like, oh god, I'm free!
I was.
I'm so useful!
Because you basically just stay in the van, protected, and you send out your astral form, and it goes like, oh yeah, there's a thing, and oh yeah, that's on. Cameras are on. Okay, I'll check all that stuff. All right, and then you go back into your body and hope that no one else is astrally projecting to fight you while you're out there.
And this is another one of the reasons why it's important to build your own characters like this in this painful way, because you looked at each skill and you know what that skill is and you know that you have it.
And I'll say that the pre-gens in Shadowrun are built, and back me up on this, chat, or not, you don't have to, are built very, very funkily. That's a word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But they don't quite make sense, and they're missing things. To try and make it, especially if you get like into the beginner's box or something, they purposefully leave out things that we've kind of gone over just to sort of make it easier. So I think, building a character in Shadowrun especially, but any game, by yourself,
36 skills, all with 1 point.
Yes, I am good at everything.
So
I'm just a little good at everything.
That's all I wanted to
28
say.
goes
Yeah, thank you, Dom.
to these guys,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
One man round of
And
applause
then
for
can
Dom.
you?
Nope.
No, I don't know what happened.
I'm just clapping.
Oh, just you?
Yeah,
No, it specifically can only be one.
yeah, exactly. It's a
I
one
was going
man.
to give him a round.
The sound of one man clapping. Oh, a round of
A round of
Nick.
applause.
Aw.
with the wordplay. I hope you can incorporate that in your character.
Yes.
Hope he likes puns.
Yes.
It's a very
How
useful
many
skill.
I'll
to
give
have.
you a square of
Sir.
applause.
Yeah.
Way too many.
I'm not judging you.
I would never count the amount of cookies another person ate.
Like I
Cause
said, I'm not
I'll take a cookie, Michaela.
Oh, you want all these
Michaela,
smiling
whose
guys?
name I know without hesitating. Oh, Jesus. Was that a
Whoa.
cookie?
No.
No, but it was a.
It was a white chocolate Kit Kat.
Oh, thank you.
things are happening.
Chocolate.
It smiles at
No,
you
it's
as
not.
you
It's
eat it.
white chocolate. Wow.
Bleh. That's
Now.
the noise my son makes when he doesn't like the thing.
Oh, excellent.
Bleh.
He's got the right noise.
You try cauliflower? Bleh. He's such a dick. What?
How old is
Tyler.
It's past his bedtime, right?
It is.
He's not staying up and watching
No.
he? How old is he?
He's 5.
Oh, that's right.
Just an ass. No. Yeah.
Wait.
I'm just kidding. My son's great. I stream video games with my son on Tuesday nights. On non Shadowrun Tuesday
So
nights.
next
now.
Tuesday.
So next Tuesday we'll be
That's
streaming.
adorable.
We haven't streamed in a while though. He's kind of missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes talking to Chad.
Oh, magic
Are
skills.
we playing for an audience tonight, Daddy?
I want all of these.
Okay.
No, I don't care about alchemy.
All right. How are we doing on time? 9:30. We got an hour left. We can do this. Ow. Yeah. It's looking unlikely, and this is a learning process for me too. It is looking unlikely that we're actually going to get the scenario. Don't worry, we'll get to it next week. I have all your information. Thank you again for the donations. You lovely people, you. Learning process for me as to how fast we will be able to do things per gaming session. So when I'm trying to like build stuff, I'm like, in my mind, I think, oh yeah, no, they're gonna spend an hour preparing for it, spend an hour doing it, and then we'll spend an hour in the resolution. But I know it's not gonna happen. So these missions that I have set up are probably going to end up taking like an entire session, like just to plan the mission. Or this one little combat that I have planned out is just like, oh, it's gonna be a little quick half-hour combat. It's probably gonna take a lot longer time. So it's a learning process
How
for me
important
too.
is this?
We're all learning together as a family.
We can double check. I'm pretty sure that's going to cover things like being out in the wilderness and things like that. So if we're probably going to be in the city, not as important than
Yeah.
if we're going to be out roaming the countryside. That being said, the easiest way to make sure that we're going to go to the countryside is to go like, survival, we don't need that. And then, or at least where he can hear.
Yeah, survival is an outdoor ability. So Boy Scout stuff.
I just have to tell you guys again, you are great. Because the only other people I've played games with, this is why I play like video games by myself, because my experiences I've had with other people trying to, but I tried to play Magic the Gathering before with some people. Was not the right group.
There are definitely right and wrong groups to try to start gaming
For
with,
every kind of gaming, but I have just had some bad luck.
Oh, here's 17,000 damage. You're
just
just taking your turn. Suck it.
You suck.
And that's not all. That's not all Magic the Gathering players. I just had a
Never played Magic.
terrible few experiences trying to start.
It's always unfortunate when you get a bad group of people, 'cause it's like, oh, now I have a bad taste in my mouth with this game that should be awesome.
Yeah.
Chad says you're doing great.
Thank you for.
Thank you, Chad. You're doing great.
You guys are great.
We love it. All right.
All right.
Does everyone approve with survival, pilot aircraft, pilot groundcraft, electronic warfare, gunnery, perception, navigation, and armorer?
That sounds amazing.
Huh?
And
then the electronics group and the engineering group.
nice. Is the electronic groups? Did you improve any of the individual skills in the electronics group?
No.
Good. Okay. You were paying attention.
I was paying attention.
Damn, you were smart, Kelsey. Damn, you smart. You smarter than Nick, at least. Just kidding, Nick.
That's okay.
You can take it. Nick's you're all very intelligent. Screw you guys. You're a lot smarter than me. This is going to make it very difficult. I'm already getting self-conscious. Yeah, that sounds. Those are. Do you not have a walker, a piloting walker?
I don't. Should I? Is that a thing that comes up a lot?
No, I mean, if you don't have any walker drones, it won't really matter.
That's all you're going to have, so you'll never get a chance to use either of your skills.
No, but if your specialty is going to be flying drones, and as long as you have piloting, aeronautics, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Then you'll be fine.
I have pilot aircraft and ground.
Because I imagine you're just going to have this little bag, and you're just going to go whoosh, and the drone's going to go and go off and do various things. Yes. It's going to be that cool slow motion effect.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have like pilot ground craft too? Just like be able to drive? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Because you'll have the van, you'll have the BA Baracus van. So.
I'll drive the minivan, guys.
Sweet.
The Shadowrun soccer mom.
The League of Extraordinary Soccer Moms.
What is your character's name again?
Gidget.
Gidget the dwarf.
Hey, chat, can you find this before I do? What is a sensing? A sensing?
God, I had to figure that out one time.
A sensing is an intuition skill, and I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you what it is, Nick. A sensing is a magic user's ability to read and interpret fluctuations in the astral world.
This
I
thought it was a magic thing.
Allows practitioners to learn information by reading astral auras. Only characters capable of astral perception, which is you, may take this skill.
Okay.
That's what I had to do as a shaman.
Yep. Dom knows what's up.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, look at that guy.
Yeah.
So I forgot about the skill groups and the things listed.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to double
So
up,
do you
right?
have? Did you get any of the skills that you bought here?
Mm-hmm.
Were they in your skill group?
I just realized, yes, they were.
Okay. So you took the stealth skill group
Yeah, and I was looking
and
at
athletics as well.
Yeah.
So as I recall, you have 2 points for the groups. So you could either have everything in athletics at 1 and everything in stealth at 1. And then use karma later if you want to buy up any more of those individually.
That's
or
right.
you could just look at individual skills from these and spend more points. So, for example, like I said before, if you don't care about palming and you only care about sneaking and disguise,
Right.
you might be better off buying them individually
Yeah,
Over
at a
here.
higher level
Okay.
than spending your group points on stealth.
So maybe.
So what you might want to do is just do, if all the things in athletics are important to you,
Yeah.
put both of your group skill points into athletics, and then you get each of these at 2, and then you can just buy sneaking independently
Okay.
of that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
I agree with Nick. Nick, you said all the things that I was thinking. So we are of one mind.
My thoughts become your thoughts.
Kelsey, they do suggest pilot lake craft with a specialization in skidoo.
Skidoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a whole skidoo thing right now.
There's like a whole encounter that's just skidoo based.
Yep. 23 skidoos.
How do you skidoo?
That's it. That is
No one says skidoo.
a certain men of a certain
That's because
age,
skidoo
of which I know
is
you
way
are,
more fun of a
make
word.
that reference, and I still have no idea what it is in reference
I
to.
think it's what happens is as you get older, you start as a collective unconsciousness reaching back to older slang as well.
It's 20. So 23 skidoo is just a slang, like what? Or is that in reference to a specific thing?
I knew at one point because I was going to run a game based in the 20s and 30s, but I don't remember anymore. I also had a City of Heroes character who was 23 Skidoo.
That was his name, or
Yeah, he was a speedster dressed all in a suit and everything.
Okay, nice.
And he was, that was his backstory. Was that,
23 skidoo.
I know that it's old timey and it's like bootleggers, but I don't know. Maybe chat, you could explain it to me. Oh wait, Live the Game just did.
the brass buttons were after us, so we pulled 23 Skidoo.
Yeah, 23 skidoo is an American slang phrase popularized during the early 20th century. It generally refers to leaving quickly, being forced to leave quickly by someone else, or taking advantage of a propitious opportunity to leave. That is, getting out while the getting's good. That's 23 skidoo. Thank you,
Love
Live the
it.
Game. Consummate.
Woo!
Oh yeah, and shout out to all of our mods out there who are just flooding our chat right now. We have like a mods only chat very often in Saving Throw because there's so many of you guys. But thank you I wanted to call you out specifically
We
and
love our
thank you.
mods.
We do. You guys are amazing. Sungrowler is a mod.
Yes.
I'm a mod.
Yep.
Although I rarely use my mod abilities, but you guys
I'm not
do
dressed
such
in my
good
go-go
work.
boots and bull haircut to show that I'm a mod.
Like I'm watching other streams and just to see how quickly you guys come up with like links and shit is just like it's phenomenal. So thank you for your continued patronage and the hard work that you put into it. You guys are awesome.
A sensing. It sounds like I'll need to put many skills in there.
Can you sense this? Grabsy strikes again. 23 skidoo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he used it correctly. Well done, Grab.
I did, but
Well done, Grabsy.
24, 25 skidoo.
Do I hear 28 skidoo?
Just get out, Grabsy.
All right, hold on. I think that's everything.
I need to take 2 points.
24,
Down.
30, 33, 35. Oh, wait, no, I don't count that. So 12, 18, 24. 24 plus 6 is 30, 32. I need 4 more points.
oh man, these disappear so quickly.
That's why
No.
I took all the skill points.
Oh, I'm gonna do some knowledge skills.
Oh, I did catch some. So I have a question.
Hit me
And I
with
think
your question.
Chat may help out with this too if you're familiar with the system. I have magic as my A category, which gives me 2 rating 5 magical skills. However, I also spent some of my group skill points in getting the magical conjuring and sorcery and such. How do those intersect, since I can't use skill points in order to boost group skills? Or is it basically I shouldn't do that and I should do something else?
Shit, I didn't listen to that at all, Nick.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't
will you
say
take
it.
a look?
I know, it wasn't really
Yeah.
directed at me. So say it one more time.
Well, okay,
these
so
ones?
I get
Yeah.
2
Okay.
free rating
What
5
did you take?
magical
How many?
skills
Oh,
based on my magical.
28 and 2.
But
Is that
all
right?
of the magical skills are included
should-
in the group skills, which
28
I
over
took
there,
them
right?
all.
Down
Okay.
here, right? Yeah.
So, in order
10,
to take
15,
advantage of the free ones, do I not take one of the
20.
skills in the
Yep,
group?
28.
Or am I
Take
better
you
off
with me everywhere?
using those group skills on something else that I might want a lot of as I'm looking at my list of everything that I want, and then
Awesome.
I think probably the latter. Did you use? So you have.
so I probably have to
I mean, there are
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 magic skills.
Do you think
But you only took 2 groups, right?
12?
I
Yeah.
should add this in there instead?
Where's the third?
Take something else out.
Oh, in
Do
magic.
the exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, isn't
Let's
there
see.
9? 1, 2, 3,
Locksmith,
5,
sneaky,
6,
throwing
7, 8,
weapons,
9. There's
armor,
9
combat.
listed specifically on the magic skills, but then there's also
Well, yeah,
astral
Arcana.
combat, a sensing, and arcana. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
so 12.
So those
Okay.
those count as
I
magic
mean,
skills.
if you wanted
Gotcha.
to do
In the skill
exotic
groups,
melee
they had
instead of
like
unarmed,
conjuring has
maybe?
banishing, binding, summoning, sorcery is
I'm just curious
counterspelling,
to what's
ritual,
in there.
spellcasting, and
Yeah, 'cause
spellcasting.
I don't know.
So I was thinking that like, oh, I'll buy these blocks because that'll be beneficial because I'm going to use all of these base spells,
I see, yeah.
base skills. But since I get since I get a couple of those skills at a high level to start with, then maybe I shouldn't buy those blocks and buy those individual and use the blocks for maybe some of the other skills that I don't care about having at 2 or 3 or
Yeah.
lower level.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this way there's still you have 6 that you get with the blocks, and then there are 6 other ones that you can use for that level 5, for that free those 2 level 5s, which includes
All right, so
stuff
exotic
that isn't
melee
based
weapons
on magic,
include
but it's still
ballistic
magic
shield
skill.
and riot shield.
Okay.
So does that
Nah.
make sense?
So that's
Yeah.
not as exciting.
No. Those aren't exotic.
I know, riot shields. I saw that. I was looking up exotic weapons.
Yeah, no,
kinda
so I'd
weird.
keep it how you have it.
Alright.
I think that's good.
Shield is an exotic weapon. Probably bashing,
Yeah.
I guess.
slicing,
Being
Captain
able to-
America.
They make riot shields that have electrodes in them, so it's like a taser and a shield.
Oh.
You just knew that, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
those exist. Those exist now.
That's the thing that Dom just invented.
Listen, I was pretty geeky into weapons in high school, and I would get those
So I think
those
street knowledge is going to
catalogs
be
that
things
you
like
get from the back of another catalog.
you know, like hey, if you're
that
looking for
have
something
weird
illegal, you're going to
shit
use
like
street
night
knowledge.
vision
If you're looking
goggles.
for
Right.
So it's not right for
Which
my
lies
character
from,
then.
like, third world
well, it
countries.
depends, but
One of
it's
the
it's
things.
sort of. I think
was
it's
like,
probably
oh,
going to be
that'd be
more
so
like a knowledge skill, more like
Do I
a
have
finding things
$400?
out. You know, what's the word on the
Freaking
street,
nerd.
and not so much
That's
like
more of like
knowing
assassin.
what the city is like. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's like more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
street knowledge.
street knowledge is more like the streetwise skill from D&D. It's more like
Yes.
the word on the street,
Yeah.
trying to find illegal or not well advertised things, and less
Using like underground communication.
Yeah,
exactly.
being able to locate people who can get you stuff, or knowing, oh, this is not a safe area, or
track
oh,
down
there's
contacts and stuff, and
that's a
less
con man
about
right there.
Yeah.
and less about like. In your concept, I think you might have been thinking it was like city knowledge or knowing where something is, or
Like navigation.
No, I thought it would be. No, I thought it was
Oh, okay.
that, but I thought
Okay.
it would be more helpful because, as far as complementary to everything else, I'm
It's-
almost assist.
don't let me tell you it's not good, because I can absolutely see that for the idea that you have for the character on there.
I thought it would be helpful to be like basically is. I don't know. It
So-
makes,
so
it
the
makes
way-
sense in my head.
No, I think it does.
So the way I'm seeing the way you have these set up is you are pretty good at being sneaky. You are very good at knowing what the word is on the street and tracking down illegal activities or illicit items, or knowing who to talk to. Like street knowledge would be like, oh, how can I find a fence for whatever this thing is that I stole and want to sell? You're a good tracker. You're good with throwing weapons. You're good with unarmed combat. You're pretty good with disguise, and then you are a little bit familiar with locksmith. With picking locks and
Maybe I
stuff.
should take these down a bit and go back into the agility stuff then.
Might.
Yeah,
What do you have for sneak right now?
so
5?
you're
5.
so you're thinking that you probably won't in melee. You won't use swords or knives or clubs or anything like that. You're just going to rely on hitting people and throwing them around.
Well, throwing weapons. It was throwing weapons.
Well, but you have unarmed combat. I meant
Yeah.
in melee combat.
So if you're up in somebody's face,
right.
you're just going to be punching.
Right, you're always going to be
Punching
like
and
grabbing
kicking.
them and punching them and
Yeah.
kicking them, not like hitting them with weapons or
Right.
stabbing them. Okay.
So you have like throwing stars, and then you close the gap and rip throats.
Yes. And finish him.
Well,
So based on you kind of being a very physical type of character, I might do something like drop tracking and street knowledge, one point each, or maybe 2 out of street knowledge, and put those into your weapon skills and bring those up to 5s as well, so that you'd be really good at sneaking, hand-to-hand combat, and throwing stars or knives or whatever you're going to throw as weapons. If you are
because that gives me some range. That's why I wanted to put the
Sure.
throwing weapons in there.
absolutely makes perfect sense. If you don't want to go with guns, then that's your option.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll take these down. I'll put them back into the agility somewhere.
Or you could be really weird and go like exotic ranged weapon and make that a crossbow or something.
Well, no, that's what. So we look.
Yeah.
Oh, ranged weapon.
Yeah, you
You have like a
So
hand
there-
crossbow.
Yeah,
you can
there's
make
like
a drow.
exotic melee and exotic
Yeah.
ranged, and I assume that crossbows probably
It is
fall
kind
into
of fun
there
to
as
do
a
like
I think so, yeah.
martial arts unarmed combat though. Like if you're trying to do
Oh, crossbows
trying
are
to
just
have
under
that
bows,
be your
actually.
character's
Like-
flavor.
The advantages are you're not going to need to worry so much about like a metal detector or going to some, like if you have to infiltrate someplace where you can't walk in with a gun,
Yeah.
the rest of us are going to be like, oh well, okay, here's
So my
me.
sneakiness.
But
comes
you're
into
just
place
as
too.
deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I made like the old timey boxing.
It's exactly how I fight.
Right?
The pugilist.
Oh man, now I want to make that character.
I
And just
know.
his street name be the Marquis. Queen's Batter.
The Maquis.
Crossbows are in archery.
Yes.
I didn't see archery in here. Oh, there we go. Archery.
Yeah.
So you could be master of the flying guillotine for an exotic ranged weapon.
You could also take
you've never seen that movie, it
street
is
knowledge down
amazing,
one and increase your
cheesy kung fu
locksmith
movie.
a little bit if you want
Master of the
to.
flying guillotine.
Yeah.
No, I have
So
not.
maybe I'll take it. Yeah.
Locksmithing tends to come in pretty handy
So I'll bump that up.
in just general. It's always
You'll
nice to
beat
be able
the,
to break into places.
Yeah.
And
Should I bump it up a couple points?
Yeah,
if you
you,
want to,
Because
yeah, you
it's
could
me
do
as
4
pro,
and 4.
so-
Yeah, have them just be 4 and 4.
you can also have gear that'll help you out.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
like
okay.
there's like auto keys and stuff like that you can get that'll help you infiltrate. Although you don't have a whole lot of money, but I don't think those are too expensive. So.
Who you chose for me to be poor?
I know, but they're not. I know it's my fault. I feel terrible. But you can also use karma to give yourself more money too. We all start off with a certain amount of karma, so
Okay.
we'll get. Don't worry, we'll get you.
Soloxskin says, street knowledge is not an active skill. Do not spend skill points in street knowledge.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay, so these are only active skills.
So should I just take it off my board then?
How many knowledge skills do we get? No, you can still leave it there. I'll look up knowledge skills to see. I think that's based on like your logic.
So I'm gonna make a guess here in chat. Please clarify this for me. And this is sort of learning for everyone ever at the table and anyone else who's in chat who might not be familiar. The skill points that we have, they're for active skills, and active skills are anything that we're doing that interacts with another person, like combat, or interacts with a piece of the environment, like piloting or locksmithing. Where does things like, for example, a sensing fit into that, or Arcana sounds like it's certainly a knowledge base, but is a sensing an active skill because you're using it to interact with the world, or is it a knowledge skill because it's
No, so
how you do?
knowledge skills those are different. These are all active skills. So anything listed here is an active skill.
Well, street or as I recall, street knowledge was listed here.
Oh.
So I don't either it is or this isn't.
You're absolutely right.
This
Hold
list
on.
isn't correct.
You get a number of free knowledge skill points at character creation.
Maybe I'll add some.
How many is that?
As I recall, getting things cheap is pretty easy when we get karma and experience. So if you want to start with this concept, and then maybe when you get points to spend, you might want to add blades or.
Well, now I have 2 points to spend because I took that down.
I would consider, like I said, maybe at least putting 1 in unarmed combat, since that seems like that's going to be mostly what you're into. Is getting up close, beating people up.
Could make it even, or I could just throw it all in there and max that one
And
out.
max it to 6.
Yeah.
And so you're better at getting right in people's face than throwing.
I don't know, I
knives
like
and
the
stuff
idea
like
of
that.
just like,
Tyler, page 89.
89. Thank you.
Oh, you go back a page.
oh,
You get free knowledge skills later in character creation equal to logic plus intuition times 2.
Thank you, chat. Knew it was in there somewhere. Okay.
Arcana is an active skill, so is a sensing.
Okay.
And black market shopping is handled by negotiation. Unless you're Dojima detective, and then it's handled by your grandma. Or his
Aww.
grandma.
Or Dojima's grandma?
I am
Yeah.
strongest in reaction too. Is that?
Reaction, that'd be good for your defense.
So
Yeah.
quick question on skills, because I don't remember, and it might have changed in this version anyway. Is it first of all, are we still dealing with a dice pool?
Yes.
And is the dice pool constructed with your attribute plus your skill plus other modifiers? Blah,
Yes.
blah, blah, blah?
Correct.
Okay. So any of these skills that are under, say, reaction, you're going to have your reaction.
So what?
attribute plus
Yeah.
a number of dice equal to your attribute plus the number of dice equal to your skill rating.
So what I have done with my guy, which you may want to do, is there's the R, which is the rating.
Move this under the
Yeah,
this camera.
and then there's the A, which is the attribute, and that's gonna what you're gonna be using in game to create your dice pool is those two numbers added together. For example, you have survival, Kelsey, as your first one. So survival is I believe it is a willpower. So take your willpower attribute and then put that in the next column.
Okay. So I have willpower as 5, so I would put 5 right there.
And so whenever you make a survival check, you're going to roll an 11.
Oh,
Okay.
Or 11 dice.
did you put your max in here?
I just put that so that I would know what my max is,
Oh, okay, cool.
and then
That's so
What a
tiny.
good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not a type A personality.
What? You don't know me. I'm sad that Jesse's missing out on all this fun. Bah, you know? He doesn't get to suffer with us. It's going to be like, oh, here's your character, Jesse. Here's the one I
Boring.
made for you.
Oh, you're going to make one for him?
Probably. I'm probably going to use Chummer to do that.
Okay.
To make Jesse's character.
Is the program called Chummer? that
It's
you're
called
talking
Chummer.
about? I
Yeah.
love that.
It's
great.
an amazing program. Yeah,
Okay.
check it out.
Is that something, is that like a free tool that someone made, or is that a...
Yeah,
okay.
it's what are they? Is it not Grease Monkey, but one of those free. This is what it looks like right here. So,
Okay, cool.
but it's a super nice program. It makes it easy for like me. I was creating a bunch of NPCs with it. It's just it simplifies things.
Ooh, I missed that one.
Escape artist?
Yeah, might be important.
Might be.
I'm gonna come into play. Oh, oof. Thanks, sir. Okay. All right. How much time we got? Half an hour. We can do this, guys.
All right.
We're almost done.
Okay, I'm going to pretend that my skills are complete.
All right.
And if I need to calculate anything, I'll just assume that I have 2 in it for now, and we'll worry about it later.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We have 2 weeks till our next game, so
2 weeks to play with it.
so you can tinker with it. I'm sure you'll spend every day at least an hour a day gonna go over it and adjusting things. Right? No.
No, actually, that's not that far off.
Yeah.
For example, in City of Heroes, it would always take, like, everyone be ready to play, all my friends, and I'd still be making the character, like, oh, this option or this option? It was like being in the optometrist.
Oh, yeah,
Is this
yeah.
better or this better?
Number 1 and number 2.
Better one, better 2.
Yeah.
I know. Same.
I'm not a min-maxer, but I just like everything. I just hate feeling like I made a mistake.
I know. I hear you. I'll be tinkering nonstop. Okay. So next on the list is where'd it go? Qualities. Qualities. That's on page 2.
Qualities.
Let's skip ahead to qualities. So, qualities are the various little things that your character is either good at or bad at. They give you bonus karma that you can spend. Let's see. Qualities. Where'd it go?
Oh.
Qualities. There we go. Along with attributes and skills, characters also have qualities that can provide modification to their character. Positive qualities provide bonuses and require the expenditure of karma at character creation. Negative qualities inflict penalties but provide additional karma the character can use to enhance her skills and attributes. Qualities have a range of effects, and they are described in detail on page 71.
Double jointed.
Yeah.
Now, is there a maximum karma that we can get from negative qualities?
Yes, there is. Maximum of 25,
Okay. And is that
I believe.
added to the 25 that we get to start with? Or I'm assuming that's what this is on the...
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Let me think. Negative. I think it's 25.
On the sheet it says 25 here.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So we have 25 karma points, which we can use to buy positive qualities, which are generally going to make you better. For example, Ambidextrous might be a really good one for you, depending on how you're doing. Cat-like is probably right in your right in your wheelhouse, or maybe even blandness, which helps like people not notice you when you walk around for disguise. You can spend the 25 points that you get from the game on these items. Page numbers here, so you can read more about it. So if something sounds interesting, but you're not sure if it works, flip around and look at it. And then we can also take up to 25 points worth of negative qualities, which will give us the corresponding amount of karma. So in theory, you could have a maximum of 50 karma that you could spend on positive qualities, and also for the other things you can spend karma on. You'll see that there are, you can spend to get more money, to get, for me, spirits or spells, but contacts is a big one. Contacts are people who you know who might be able to help us get information about the place that we're trying to track down, or the person that we're trying to save or kidnap, or whatever we've been hired to do. Complex forms, I'm not sure if that's a magic thing or not, or if that's a adept thing.
That might, complex.
So
I've never heard of that before.
I think that at the very least, everyone is going to be interested in probably getting a little bit more money. Everyone, I encourage to get at least 1, maybe 2 contacts, so that we can, because information is kind of the most important commodity in the game. And they can be from all walks of life. You might know a bartender, you might know a security expert, you might know, a used car agent, you might know someone at one of the mega corporations who can give you some insight on that company, something like that. But it's going to be very important for us to know what's going on and to get information so that we don't have surprises, so that we can plan to avoid when the guard rotation is.
Okay.
Or whatnot.
The complex forms are for technomancers, so don't worry about those.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the second column?
I think this is just more qualities.
Page 71, halfway down. You can't
So here's the karma cost. Here's the page that they're on, and then these are just more qualities.
Yeah,
More
you got
positive qualities.
maximum 25 in positive qualities and maximum 25 in negative qualities. Okay. So you can't go up to 50 in positive qualities.
Okay.
It's 25 for
Yeah,
both.
just 25 and 25.
Okay.
So should you max out? Should you take like that 25 though? That's what we're.
Well, it depends. The advantage of negative qualities is twofold. One, they give you more karma points that you can spend on more money, on contacts, or what have you. The second advantage is a role-playing advantage, is that if you have something that you're not good at, that gives you opportunities to have that character fail or make your life more complicated. For example, if you're addicted to something, that's going to make the Shadowrun more complicated. It means that Tyler might throw out a temptation for you, like, oh, my buddies are calling for help, but here I am in this room full of coke.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I could take a brick or two, but I just need another minute. I just need another minute. Maybe that's a temptation that you have. Or,
All right.
for example, I said blandness is something that lets you be disguised. The opposite of that is distinctive style. There's something about you that identifies you. Like maybe you have sleeve tattoos that are very distinctive, and everyone's going to remember those tattoos.
Gremlins.
I think that's probably a technology has a higher chance to break for you. So if that's, again, if that fits into your concept, if you're, like the reason you fight barehanded and only throw knives is because anything more complicated than that tends to break or foul or do
Social
stuff like
stress.
that.
That's why I'm a ninja. Social.
Yeah,
Social
I don't
stress.
know exactly what that is,
I
but you
don't
should
either.
read about it.
I'm-
What is it?
I know.
Social stress. Page
Oh,
85.
yeah, probably just get like social anxiety.
Yeah. Could be like all of us in this room, which is why we play
Exactly.
RPG games.
That's why we're here.
Okay.
But like quick healer is probably going to be good.
There's
Good
what
for
about
you.
where did it go? It was pain.
Oh, high pain tolerance?
Yeah.
I have a couple of rules. If a game has a dodge skill, take it. If a game has a high pain tolerance, take it.
Okay.
But sort of like with the skills, I would maybe write down or start flipping through the book for the things that sound interesting for you, because sometimes the name sounds like it's what you want, but then when you read it, you're like, oh,
Like exotic
no, that's
melee
ridiculous.
weapon.
So if I were to take distinctive style, I get 5 extra karma points to spend on
Exactly.
something else?
Yep.
Okay.
Memories.
And from what they're telling us, we can still only spend 25 points in positive karma on positive qualities to
Okay.
make our lives easier, but you could take those extra 5 points and
And
spend them
use
on
something
extra
else.
money or
Okay.
better contacts.
Got it.
Combat paralysis. That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like something very grabsy.
Guys, I'm a little scared. They all have weapons. Go. I didn't sign up for this.
So do you, Grabsy.
No.
Why so I do?
Oh yeah, totally combat paralysis.
I'm not a fighter, guys.
Can you have incompetence in something?
Yeah. Incompetence with the ladies.
Is that a skill group?
the ladies.
Damn.
I assume so.
Also the men's.
All the men's and the ladies.
You guys remember the ladies' man?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the ladies man.
Oh, with his fine Corvathier.
Selection says, Makayla, you might be interested in Cat, Rat, or Wise Warrior, pages 320, 323, and 324.
It was.
Oh, as a mentor spirit.
Oh. So what was it?
Cat,
I'll-
Rat,
I'll
or
share-
Rat.
I'll share
Durant.
later.
Any magically inclined person might be interested in a mentor spirit. Cat, Rat, or Wise Warrior.
Oh, uncouth.
Did you get your
I
Pottermore?
think it's starting at 321. Okay, so for those of us who are magically inclined, they're mentor spirits. You might think of them as totems or as a certain magical tradition, and they give bonuses if you have a mentor spirit. So cat, anyone who has cat gets the all bonus, so +2 dice to either gymnastics or infiltration tests.
Oh, nice.
So one or the other. You don't get the magician, but you will get the adept. And light body is a power that the adepts have that's sort of like a featherfall thing. Like as I recall, when you fall and land, you take less damage. Cat, rat, and wise warrior. They said.
Yes.
Yep.
So rat is +2 dice for sneaking, and 2 free levels of natural immunity.
Oh, nice.
Now, I believe, here's the other part that we didn't cover. They also come with sort of an advantage, a disadvantage, rather. So this is something that also affects you that you take in to sort of balance out the good that you get.
Yeah, cat's not gonna work for me.
Okay. Now, this isn't to say that this automatically takes effect. So basically, you're going to roll like charisma plus willpower versus a test. I believe that's a target number in order to make this not happen. So if you succeed at the check, you don't have to do this. It's only if you fail at the check, you have to do what this says until you can change.
Ah. Okay.
So again, I don't think this would work. Cat might work for you because of like if you, for example, if you feel very overconfident and that you can just bat people around and not take them seriously until you actually get hurt. That might be like you're so much better than everybody else. You just toy with them until they prove that they're actually a threat. Or if you make your roll, you don't have to do that. You can just go straight for the kill. But it just sort of informs how your character thinks and how they act on there. Rat, I don't think would work for you because the disadvantage could be if you fail that check, you're going to
stuck.
try and hide or run away rather than engage in combat.
Then
And then the last one was
Wise
Wise Warrior. I think they're alphabetical.
right here.
Okay. So +2 dice to either leadership or instruction skills. So being able to lead people or teach them about things. The adept is 1 free level of improved ability or combat improved ability on a combat skill. So I'm not exactly sure, but that probably sounds like you could go like, oh, my unarmed combat is better. I just get a free bump to that skill or to those checks because of that.
I don't have anything that's even close to. I think.
Well,
cat.
but even if this, let's say, you'd normally have a 0. Well, now you get 2 dice on that sort of a check. So it might not be your exact thing that you're looking for, but it's a nice bonus.
24.
That's 2 dice for spells.
Well, you don't get.
Oh yeah, because that's
magician.
magic. Sorry.
Right, you get the adept.
There's the glare. I like the light body with the cat too. I don't know if that's really going to come in handy or not.
And then again, you might also want to take a look at the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because it might also be, maybe you're very much about being proper and etiquette, and if people are rude or they don't behave correctly, maybe that's something you already have in your mind as how your character is going to act. In which case, hey, that's kind of a neat thing to tie into it. Sort of to give you, like I said about the negative qualities, it gives you a role-playing thing that you can hook onto and make your character act that way.
Okay.
But overall, me personally, I think cat works best if you're going to choose one. You're not required to, and I think is it karma to have a...
Yeah, it's a
Can I look at it?
mentor spirit is 5 karma.
Okay.
Can I take a look at that?
Oh, absolutely. Do whatever you want.
So how do contacts work again?
So contacts can these are people that you know who you can call in favors for. It is let's see how much do you?
So it says 1 karma. So the 1 karma is 1 person.
So
Trying to figure that out.
As
yeah.
I
you can
recall
just-
here, a karma costs 1 karma to have the. I'm not sure what the connection level is. I think that sort of has to do with like how good they are, how close they are in the field, how much they're going to be able to do for you, and loyalty is how loyal they are to you.
To me.
The combined value for that contact can only be 7 or less.
Okay.
Every character receives free karma to spend on their initial contacts. This karma is equal to the character's charisma rating times 3.
Okay.
So everybody gets free contacts before we spend karma.
Okay.
Each contact has a connection and a loyalty rating.
Charisma times 3.
Charisma times 3. Yep.
Okay. I'm just
Hopefully
writing down the
y'all are
3 versions.
charismatic as fuck. Right? Who is the most charismatic among y'all? Just out of curiosity.
it's
You
not
guys all
me.
sitting at 2?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm at 2.
6.
Oh, handsome devil.
I use that for spells.
Okay, yeah,
Resistant
that
drain.
makes sense. And what's your charisma, Pam?
I had it down at 2.
2. Okay, yeah, that's all right, man. You guys
I
are.
figured it looks like I may end up being the face here.
Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like. Handsome, attractive shaman orc.
Yep.
Yes. Strange-looking orc.
Now, chat, some of you are probably noticing that my points seem to be a little bit off based off of what I'm saying, and please don't say anything. It's none of your business. I've already talked to the GM about it.
We all need secrets. Oh, okay.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna take Gearhead for sure. Because I'm the driver.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shadowrun, soccer mom. All right. And then
Please continue that.
I really do.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
my
Totally
theme
correct.
song.
Shadowrun Soccer Mom.
Shadowrun, soccer mom. All right. And then
Is Amy taking commissions?
Right?
it's full of gems. Jury rigger, because of course.
Yeah.
And I'll do a little ambidextrous.
Ooh, are you gonna fight two-handed?
I'm
John
gonna,
Woo style?
I'm gonna drone two-handed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dual joysticks.
Yeah. And then a distinctive
4 monitor
style.
bank.
Distinctive style. Do you know what your distinctive style is?
Yeah, I do. It's that I'm covered in homemade armor that is made of cyber junk.
Oh my god.
To where, and all my drones sit on me and you almost can't tell what's armor and what's a drone until I bring it to life.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I picture you're covered in old AOLs.
The old CDs that you used to get in the mail. Yes.
That was Light Body. I think the
Awesome,
thing that kept turning me off was the taunting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd be rather quick
Well,
to
this is just sort of a guideline.
Is it?
Please
about
do.
how you
Make me really happy.
The mechanic would be down here.
Okay.
So this is cat magicians to their prey unless you succeed
Yes.
in a test 3. Now let's ask
Khaki
Tyler because I
capris.
don't know currently. I don't know how hard that is.
Yes.
Keds.
What is a test 3? Like how
A
hard is
striped
that to overcome?
Polo.
Charisma, willpower.
So you a test 3, you will have to roll in your dice pool. You would have to have 3 hits. So
What's a success? What's a hit?
a hit is a 5 or a 6.
Okay. So let's take a look at your charisma and your willpower.
So if you
They're
have
both low.
3 dice pool, getting 3 hits is very difficult.
Added together, charisma and willpower. So you'd have 4 dice to make 3, 5, or 6. So that would be a pretty difficult test for you to
Right.
overcome.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean. It just means that when you enter into the combat, you would try and take that test. If you're unsuccessful, you cannot make an attack that incapacitates your target. So you couldn't go for a killing shot initially
I don't think
until
I
you
like cat.
take damage.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
What was my question?
18 card. Oh, okay. Damn, you're gonna have a lot of contacts, Nick.
Hmm?
You're gonna have a lot of contacts.
Oh, because of all the free.
Retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I really. I didn't set out to be the face, but. Wow, 18. Yeah, 18 points, right?
What's that noise, man?
It's time to put your seatbelts back.
The captain.
Please
is
return your
turned
gaming
on
table to the full and upright position.
Okay.
Every time someone on a rep
Did you look at Wolf? Wolf might be. Good.
I was looking at Wolf actually. That was,
Wolf.
except for, that's. I have to know. Well,
See, again, all of these, it's kind of going to be think about how your character would react to situations. Is he the kind of person who would hide from a fight? Is he the kind of person who would never leave a fight? Is he the type of person who doesn't, or she the type of person who doesn't respect anyone else in terms of physical combat? And don't worry so much about the mechanics. They just kind of enforce that thought about your character.
Okay.
Let's see if there's
Because
anything.
there's 2 free levels of the.
Did you look at Thunderbird?
No.
Thunderbird might be neat.
Majestic.
So 2 dice for intimidation tests, 1 free level of critical strike. I don't know what that is, but anything that's called critical strike is probably pretty darn good.
Right.
And the disadvantage is must succeed in that check to avoid responding to an insult. So maybe,
In kind.
yeah, if someone insults you, you immediately are going to respond. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a physical confrontation, but if someone calls you a name, you're going to jump up and get in their face about it. Whether
That
you call
sounds-
them a
that
name or
sounds
something
right.
like that, that might be kind of cool.
Right.
I like that.
Sounds right there.
Now, again, these are
Right.
just options. You don't have to have one of these mentor spirits if you don't want. But it might be kind of cool if you're already thinking along those lines for your character.
This sounds, yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to retreat from fights. I'm thinking I'm very successful. I'm hoping that I'm successful, like assassin if need be.
Okay.
But don't call me any names.
It will not be tolerated.
Is she crazy?
So we have Soccer Mom. We have Murder Factory.
Yeah.
What are you?
Apparently, I'm the face.
The face?
I don't
Face
know.
man?
Yeah.
Dirk Benedict.
The face of Bo.
I'm the face of the bow. It's gonna be hard, guys. You're gonna have to drag my tank around. So one thing that, if you decide you want Thunderbird, one thing you might want to consider is grabbing a skill point and putting it into etiquette.
So I've got the Dark Sun Darlings.
If
Now I've got
what is
Shadowrun
the-
Soccer Mom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited
What I'm
about
picturing
my
right now,
hashtags.
again, you might be totally different, but what I'm picturing is sort of like a, for lack of a better term, and I apologize if I sound racist to anybody, but like a very Japanese, like a stereotypical.
can't say that word.
A stereotypical Japanese, martial artist or samurai, someone who's very concerned about this is proper behavior, that is not proper behavior, this is how things are done, and when you
Founded
break
in
out
honor
of
and
that,
tradition
you can't let that go. You can't let it go when someone doesn't treat you with respect that you are earned, that you deserve.
Bushido, isn't that what
Yeah.
that's called?
That's part of the art of Bushido, yes.
Yeah.
It's not what I was.
Warrior's Way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that doesn't have to be. I'm just saying that's the things you're looking at. That's what it conjures in my mind.
Like a man
Obviously,
with a code.
we're different people. So my way isn't the only way to play that combination of things that you're looking at.
What did you have in mind, I guess, for this gentleman? Do you see him as more of a sort of a street?
Or gentle lady.
Well, I think
made
it was
it
a guy,
male.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you see him more as like a kind of a street mystic with martial arts abilities, or is he kind of more of like a temple kind of guy who's been raised in monasteries? And
First
stuff
one.
Like that? The first one. Okay, so he's like raised on the streets, so he's street savvy and street smart.
I think you
That's
were
what
saying you see him as sort of like an assassin type.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
A very good. Hopefully.
So
A very kind
always
assassin.
what we And then you just fail all your sneak rolls and all of your. That's what always happens to me, and I'm like, I'm the best rogue ever. There's no traps here, guys. Go ahead.
So I'd say that those disadvantages for the mentor spirits probably won't work for you because
Yeah.
it sounds like you want to be a lot more morally flexible and be
I
able to
do.
like attack and retreat whenever you feel it's necessary. Ignore an insult to yourself in order to serve your greater purpose of getting in to assassinate the person or stuff like that.
I want to try to not retreat.
Not retreat.
Yeah.
So do you think this guy's going to be more of a kind of a survivalist, as in like he does what's necessary to get the job done, or do you think he has like an internal moral code?
It's an internal moral code.
Okay.
I'm not. Well, I don't know.
Do you,
That's okay. I mean, you can be either one. There's no wrong answer.
Do you think that he will not retreat? That once engaged, he will not leave?
Right. Yes.
Okay. In that case, Wolf is really good for you.
Okay.
The test on that was you'd have to roll that if you wanted to leave the fight.
That's what it was. I was okay.
Oh, I see.
That's
That's perfect then.
Yeah.
If you're stubborn.
So the way
Yep.
so the way Wolf is, you must succeed that check if you want to retreat.
If you want to.
Right.
Okay.
So you
just
will
reading it.
almost always, you will fight to the death. You do not.
Yeah.
No
Wolf
retreat, no
wins
surrender.
every fight but one. The one that kills them.
Exactly.
That's me. That's what
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if that fits in with your concept, then yeah, grab this for the tracking test and whatever 2 free levels of boost attribute do.
Okay.
Oh, agility. So it's specifically agility, which is probably going to work really well with your character.
Is she? That's for boosting. Oh, I see. You boost your abilities with that, with the mentor spirit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So it'll cost you 5 karma. And from a RPG point, it also gives you a direct way to talk to her and influence her decisions based on her mentor spirit.
Yeah.
And I'll probably take a mentor spirit as well.
Okay. Awesome.
So we're giving you hooks, we're giving you gifts.
Gifts and hooks. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Be able to distribute information to you via your spirit.
Right. Whether we believe it or trust it is another matter.
Right.
Since we don't know what their agenda is.
Yep. Cool. All right. So, what was it? What was that calculation for knowledge skills again? You said page.
It says
80.
knowledge and languages, intuition plus logic times 2.
Intuition plus logic times 2. Okay.
That was for what?
Ah, this is for your knowledge skills.
That's
So
knowledge.
take your intuition and your logic
Okay.
abilities, and then multiply that times 2. So mine are 5 each, so I have 20. and you're able to spend those points in knowledge skills. Now, knowledge skills are not actually, they have a list of recommended knowledge skills, but it can really just be anything that you would like it to be. Something that would fit your character type. For your character might have knowledge of like street gangs in the Seattle area. We're going to be in Seattle, by the way.
Okay.
That's where this takes place. Or knowledge of a specific neighborhood in Seattle. Stuff like that. Something that'll fit with the overall character concept. Grabby's going to know a lot about esports because Grabby's totally into esports. StarCraft 7.
And World of Warcraft is still going.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have not made. It's not World of Warcraft 2.
It's still World of Warcraft.
It's like there's 7 expansions in.
Yeah.
7 more expansions have been released in
about this.
2075.
Level caps up to 250.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Same graphics that they were running.
Oh yeah, you can run on your watch now. you can run on your cyber eyes. You can be walking around playing WoW and your cyber eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom, I'm raiding.
It's just overlaid on the real world.
Yep. That's,
Dude, you seem so distant today. I'm just grinding right now.
yeah.
Man,
Can't talk,
I
man.
hate going to downtown Molten Core.
So then I only have 20 karma points, right?
Correct. If you're spending 5 on that mentor
Yeah.
spirit, you have 20.
Yeah, you have 20 left. Did you pick your knowledge skills, Nick?
No, but I can pretty quickly if you want.
Okay. Oh no, that's fine. Just letting you know that's.
Yeah, I'm writing down for notes, and honestly, I'll probably just do this over the next
I
couple
think-
weeks, and I'll
Yeah.
put it in Slack to make sure you can approve everything that I'm doing.
Yeah, I think most of this, because we have 5 minutes left.
Oh.
So most of this stuff we're just gonna have to finish up offline. But we have the basics down. I love the character concepts that have come out of all of you, and that's another nice thing is you sometimes you can kind of grow from the choices that you make. You solidify on what you want your character to be and what role you want to fill. And so,
Question about the game?
yeah.
Are we going to start out knowing each other and be an established team? Are you going to introduce us all in the adventure? Because if we know each other, then it might be neat to start doing like hooks, like
Yeah.
how did we meet or backstory, and we can do that offline. But
Yeah.
if we're just going to be 4 random people who meet up and then start having to work that out.
Yeah, you
idea.
are an established team. You are a team that is a bit down on their luck. You just got finished with a run where things did not go well. 2 of your buddies got killed. The Johnson abandoned you, and you lost a job, and your rep took a serious hit. So you're a bit down in the dumps right now. Is where you are. But you are all a team, and so you have all met at the local diner called the Pie Hole to rally, spend some of your last new yen on a nice hot meal, and figure out what the hell you're going to do.
Okay.
Because that did not go well. That happened.
We can talk about this offline, but one of the things that I found in games like this that is kind of useful is stealing like hooks from the Powered by the Apocalypse or one of the other game systems that has little questions that help us sort of like establish a backstory.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can talk about that offline, but just as a way that we can
Yep.
kind of all have the same story when
You
we
read
sit
my
down and
mind.
actually play. Excellent.
Yeah, here I have. I wasn't going to give this to you, but I will. Actually, no, I'm just going to post this on Slack because we don't need to look this over. There's a list of 20 questions that you don't necessarily have to answer because that's a lot of work. But it's this that kind of will help you flesh out who you are, why you are, and what you like to do. So I'm going to post that in Slack.
Cool.
And
Thank you.
If you want to answer each one, awesome. If you don't have time because, good Lord, it takes a lot of time. And we're all very busy. Then that's fine. Just, it helps to just look at the questions. Just think about it. It helps to have a nice, clear background for your characters.
Excellent.
And also think about how you know these other people, too. and we'll figure out what Jesse's going to be
Okay.
once I get a chance to talk to him a little bit more in depth. So yeah. Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So let me give you guys your second pages.
Oh, more homework.
Right. We'll go over this. We'll go over this in Slack. I think a lot of this stuff, we'll just kind of work out together.
Well, everyone who joined us today, I do want to thank you for your patience, and
Yeah.
I'm a little sorry that we didn't get into the mechanics of the gameplay, but those of you who stuck around, we do appreciate it. We absolutely appreciate all the knowledge you brought to us, because we'd still be looking up some of those questions right now if you guys hadn't been able to jump in and lend a hand. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And tune in 2 weeks.
Tune in every day.
Yeah, tune in every day, especially tomorrow night. Misadventures,
fun.
helmed by the incredibly talented Miss Talene Guerra. And then we got other stuff going on. Was it Black Bag this Friday or?
Never tell me the odds.
Never Tell Me the Odds this Friday. That's right.
I like that one.
Yeah, they're very good.
Swampa.
Swampa. Everyone see the Swampa?
Swampa.
Oh, I love it.
I killed him.
Cute. Yep. Makayla is a murderer. Tune in 2 weeks, and we'll have everything figured out, and everything's gonna go super smoothly. And we'll actually get to play this stinking game,
Yeah.
Huzzah.
which should be
Finally
fun.
at Jesse.
And we'll finally add Jesse. You're gonna meet Jesse. Jesse's a real delight.
Jesse?
He's got a beard.
More.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Who doesn't?
I was gonna
these
say
days?
everyone
ready
has
for
a
that.
beard here.
I
We're in
know.
a room with 3 beards.
Can you
right
imagine
now.
somebody
Just
with a
saying.
beard? Yeah, I can. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Bye.